not disturb, but I don't expect. Buckeye Steppas podcast, episode 25. Man. Back in the building. The boys is back. Spring practice has arrived. Let me get the fellas on here, man, so we can talk about it. And we got a lot to talk about tonight, by the way. It is. All right. Got it to my groups. What's going to suck on the other side? I gotta figure that out.
What up, Brody?
Yo, what's popping? What's popping?
Shit. Waiting on my wife to get off work. I'm in the car right
now.
now.
For sure. How you feeling?
Good, man. Good. Just ripping and running today.
Nah, it's better. Last week and a half been crazy, man.
Facts.
For real, man. For real, bro.
The weather. It's been cold out there, though, ain't it?
It's actually been warm. It's actually been warm. I'll use my followers on this one. Yeah, it's actually been warm, man. It's in the 60s today, but it's been real windy today, for real. So, but it's been cool though, for real. It's been cool.
Okay.
It's been
what team
cool.
that on?
Yeah, that's why I'm definitely him and Mr. Tony. But Tony didn't answer when I just called him. It was kind of crazy, but
He been in the chat.
He was in the chat.
20 minutes.
Like literally 20 minutes ago.
Right.
Literally. But yeah, man, it's been crazy covering the guys, man. The spring practice, dog. Like today, it was just a lot going on today, and I was at work, and then I'm still trying to check in and watch in. And I tapped in, had to watch some interviews of some of the players today. They interviewed the players today. The other day, they interviewed Ryan Day after the first practice, but the players interviews was real interesting. I gotta say for sure, man. The Sam Williams Dixon one was the one that really caught my eyes watching him. Like,
What'd he say?
That man, like right out the gate, they asked that man like, "So, what made you come back?" And he was like, he said, I had the wrong people. He said I had the wrong people in my ear. Who is the wrong people?
He probably got.
He
from where?
I mean, he went to Pickerton North. Same school
so he's
okay.
I didn't know.
School as Jack Sawyer.
Okay, I didn't realize he's from Columbus.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. He probably had.
What are you leaving for?
He probably had, like you said, his uncle. Somebody was saying that he could probably get money or start. Somebody was in his ear, bro.
Man, bro, it was bad. I was looking at it. I'm like who in your ear? What are you doing? And you left around the time before, right before like the Texas game. Like you missed the opportunity on getting a natty. Like you could have had a ring. All you had to do is stay 2 more weeks.
Right. That was stupid too.
Like what was the point? Like what I'm trying to understand, what was the point of you leaving in the first place? You had no business leaving.
Man,
you had no business leaving. Where were you gonna go? Obviously the market wasn't out there for you because you ain't go nowhere.
Right. Well, maybe that will make him play inspired football. You know what I'm saying? When they talking about repeat champs and the speeches and shit. You know what I mean? Maybe he gonna feel some type of way, bro. You know what I mean? He got to come out.
They didn't have him. They had him. They had him at 3 right now. He's at RB3 right now. Ain't letting me add T-Mac for some reason.
He gonna have to X out like I did at one time.
All right, exit out and come back in, T-Mac.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Because one time that's what happened last time when I couldn't get on.
Oh, I forgot when I first got on live. I invited y'all already. That's how you was able to come on right
Yeah,
away. Yeah, and
yeah.
he must not did. He must not seen that link to it
The
like that.
notification.
Yeah, that's why I was just sitting there thinking. I'm like, he must not seen that link. You got right on there. I was like, what the fuck?
Right. I did.
I was like, I didn't know they was doing it like that. But shortly we gonna be on StreamYard soon though.
Okay.
And we'll be able to dang T man, that ain't let me do it again. Okay.
Maybe it's
T
because of
man,
that.
let me do this.
You
Let me
gotta
do this.
you gotta end the
Let
live and
me
then try to do it again.
nah, I don't gotta end the live. Come click out of it, then come back in, T man, and then I'ma add you myself. Don't add on there. Man, Jay Crush, bro, you already know you. It's all good, brother. It's all good, man. We got it covered, man, tonight, brother. We got it covered, man, for sure, for sure. All right,
There we go.
there go Tone. There go. You was able to come right on. See,
What's
T
up?
Mac didn't come right on off the link. That's what I'm
Hey
saying.
man, my shit hit over here, man. We got road runner service.
You silly, bro.
What's up with y'all?
What up, man?
Man, up
My
here
bad, Buckeye
trying to get
Nation. I'm
T Mac
late,
on
man.
here
My bad,
now
Buckeye Nation, man.
He's stupid. I'm trying to get T-Mat on. He got Justin Crutcher internet problems today.
I don't know
Oh,
what's going
shit.
on with T Mac. He got. I
Oh
told him
H,
he got a comeback
oh
on.
H.
Ayo.
You already
Yo,
know.
Oh, man, I
yo,
ain't had no enthusiasm or nothing, man.
I think Sam William Dixon, he gonna have to play inspired. Because you think him leaving and coming back bumped him down a little bit?
No, well, they've been having. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. You holler on the link. There you
There you
go.
Golly, boy,
go.
they wasn't trying to let me play today.
That,
I was like, cause they both hop over the link on it right away, cause I invited y'all already on the live
Yeah.
Yeah, when I
already.
opened it up through the Facebook thing, it let me join immediately.
Yeah, so
Yeah. That's what I
so
did.
the first topic I was getting on me and TV, we was just briefly talking. We was talking about they interviewed some of the players today. You know what I'm saying? Buckeye Steppas episode 25. This is a
Kennedy,
milestone
relax.
episode, by the way. Let me announce that and let that be known. Buckeye Steppas episode 25.
We 25 deep in this shit.
25 deep in the game, dog, for sure, man. And many more to come, man, by the way. But just to start it off with me and TB, we was talking about they was talking to the players today after the second practice today. And they interviewed Sam Williams Dixon. And of course, I had to watch the interview, of course. So they interviewed him, and he was like, they asked him right first question right out the gate. They said, "So why did you leave?" And then he said,
hmm
"Because I had the wrong people in my ear." He said I had the wrong people in my ear, and
I wonder what family
once
member
I
he's
talked once I
disrespecting.
talked back to Coach
Yeah.
Lofton, it kind of locked me back in, and got me back focused and everything, and I'm here, and I'm working, and I'm just trying to do my thing here. So that's pretty much what you said. I was like, who was the? My question was, who is the people? Who was in your ear? Who is the people?
His uncle
Probably his
or his daddy
uncles.
that wasn't
Yeah.
there. Somebody that shouldn't have been telling him answers.
Right. Somebody probably lied to him, told him that a school called him for an NIL deal or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Tony, you
I'm just
muted too, by
saying,
the way.
like I was saying, he
I
left
know.
2 weeks before the Natty, bro. Like he left right before the Texas game.
Mhm.
Like you was 2 weeks removed of being a national championship, a national champion along with the rest of the team. Like, why did you leave at that time? Like that time, like that's crazy. And then the crazy part about it, they got him right now. He's RB3 right now. But
Yeah.
He had to be. It had to be
Bo
because of
Jackson
the
is right
money.
behind him in practice though at RB4.
Who is? Who RB4?
Bo Jackson.
Bo
Uh,
Jackson.
it had to be because of the money, bro. The only reason a player would do something stupid like that, it had to be he must have thought he was going to get a bag somewhere. You know what I mean? It's just the only thing that makes sense.
But I didn't hear anybody tied like linked to him. Far as like when he was hit the portal, I
I'm
ain't hear
thinking it's
we
like,
ain't hear no teams, no names, no who was linked to him.
yeah,
So it was just like,
I think it was like a handshake deal. I think he left off some handshake deal type ish.
man,
And once he found
it's
out that
tough to
grass wasn't
call on
greener,
that
he
one.
wasn't getting that. He came back. You know.
Yeah, I don't
Facts,
know.
facts. And
He had
man,
like a
well, I
call where
guess
the
we
dude
can just
was
continue.
like,
Go get your take on it, bro. Go
I
ahead.
think somebody called him and said he heard Georgia, but he accidentally hung up and didn't hear him say Tech. So when he went to go sign it, he saw it said Georgia Tech. That man was like, "No, hell
That's
no,
nasty.
hell no, y'all tricked my ass."
That's messed up. Yo,
That's bad.
he might be a good fit at Georgia Tech with their play style though, for real.
Hey, you're not wrong, but that was the first thing that came to my mind. You know how I feel about bro right now, bro. You should have stayed gone, my opinion.
Yeah,
That's just who I am. I hope he
T-Man
changes
feels like
my. I hope he
but I'm
changes my
right with
opinion
you,
on that.
bro.
I really
I'm
do
It
hope he
I'm
seems like he
changes my
right
went to
with
the
opinion
you,
on
ops
bro.
that
for
and
nothing.
Like
somehow
I feel some
reproves his
type of
loyalty.
way.
But like,
But why? Ain't like he went to the ops. He didn't go nowhere. He just came like a little free
Bro,
agent and came
bro,
back.
see
to
my
just
thing
dip on
is,
your team mid playoff run, that's
yeah, that's nasty work, bro. That's some nasty work, bro.
That's
Like
You
I'm
nasty
said he
trying to
met the
work.
wrong
understand.
people.
I'm trying to really understand that. And he like his
I'll
that's why
say
I'm
one
like
last thing on it.
this.
People,
Because you
Go
talking
ahead,
about
bro.
it's not like he went to the ops. You have to understand I am a fan of OKC and we just got a history of motherfuckers being traitor ass, cupcake ass dudes. So like to leave in a moment like that, bro, like you obviously don't really want to be here because I don't care. I'm gonna be honest. If I felt like my team was gonna win a national championship and I was gonna be part of it, I don't think that I'd have
Sam
backpiped
Williams
that, bro.
Dixon, Chance.
Go ahead, T.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't think that I would have. I don't think that in that moment I'd have wanted to leave unless I really didn't want to be there. Which brings me to what I heard Cam talking about while I was listening, trying to get in. You know, the market wasn't really there, bro. Like nobody wanted his ass. So now it's almost like like I'm going back to the same thing I said in another conversation, but a different angle. You done left your chick for the new chick, and she done did some hobo ass shit that you wasn't feeling, and now you trying to go back home to mama, and she like, nah, bitch. Nah, take your ass back to that fluky motherfucker. I gotta stop cussing. My bad. You didn't tell me to be calm.
Yo,
I can't help it,
he
bro. It's
realized
who I am.
he realized the grass wasn't greener and came back. I mean, people. I mean, players do that all the
What?
time, though.
So what you need me to
Players,
do?
especially in the next level, players do it all the time. You know.
it's
Who
just,
else
it's
has
just it's
anybody else
just
done it at
tough,
Ohio
bro.
State? No,
Just
that's a
I'm
real
not even
like the
question.
talking
middle of the
about in
playoffs,
general.
bro. It's
In general,
hard for
players
me
do it
to.
all the time.
No, I'm asking. Has anybody at Ohio State, since this portal thing's been a thing, has anybody else hit the portal and came back? This is like a
I'll look
first
that up.
time thing for us.
Oh
We can't say
no,
that all
no.
the time.
All right. So let me give you a story real quick that I just seen the other day. You remember Hero Canoe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still in Columbus right now.
Oh,
wow.
He's
wow.
he's still, bro. I seen pictures, like I seen a
So he
picture of
about to
this
come
man
back too.
in the weight room, bro. Like he's in the weight room wearing Columbus gear when he's supposed to be a Texas Longhorn.
Oh, wow.
Like spring practice is going on right now. Like what
So
is he doing here?
he
Like
obviously not a Texas Longhorn.
I don't know what I was trying to
Man,
figure
he
it out.
got Sam
Nobody ain't
William
would say
Dixon just
nothing,
sitting
bro.
there. He ready to come back home.
Like but it really wasn't no reason for him to leave anyway, because you was going to get heavy playing time this year.
Right.
Like along with Kaden McDonald and Edric Houston and what was you talking about? What's the other guy Moore? Not M Moore. What's the other Moore that we got?
His
I can't
twin
think of his
brother.
first name. Nah, that played the tackle.
My bad. Y'all know I got to
Uh,
protect my job.
I ain't hear
man,
you.
I forget. I know who you're talking
He
Uh,
said,
about.
"I'm
Malik?
about I gotta
No,
protect my job." That's what you
I
get for
forget.
having your real name on FB.
Hey, I'm sorry that I don't want to be some crazy name.
You the ice, you the Ice Man, bro.
I'm Paul Waldow.
Jason Moore. Jason Moore,
Jason
that's his name.
Moore.
Yeah.
He said I
Yeah,
can't have to
man.
take
So
my job.
so back to it though, man. Um back to it. Did y'all catch the interview with matter of fact, let me play a clip
That's right.
of Ryan Day talking about the quarterbacks. Let's talk about run into that real quick.
Daytime Dynasty.
Daytime Dynasty is coming. I love that. Hey, bro,
We got
if he wins the
to get
Natty
some
this
shirts
year,
made.
Briston, listen, if he win the Natty this year, we're getting shirts made,
We
bro.
got to get
The first ones
some
that come
shirts
out will
made.
have question marks. Daytime
Word.
Dynasty, because you got to win more than two to be a dynasty. That's how the rules
Yeah, you
work.
right. You right.
Oh shit.
You right.
Hold on.
Hey, you want me to just take my 5 minutes real quick while you find your video? Or you got it?
Huh? What you
Here we
talking
go.
about?
I gotta look it up.
Not something. Okay. Okay. What?
Yeah,
I can't.
right
Tyler
here.
looked like he's. Oh, I thought you was froze for a second.
I'm hiding.
What video he putting on?
It's Ryan Day talking about a quarterback battle.
You can hear it.
Nah. I mean, I
Which
know what
way?
video you're talking
All
about,
right.
though.
So yeah, the quarterback battle, like he basically talked about pretty much like
Like
how
what it takes to be the
what
Ohio State
what
quarterback.
it
Like,
takes to be the quarterback
yeah,
at Ohio
the
State, and then
things you got to change about yourself.
he was
You
talking
know what
about
I'm
the young
saying?
quarter. Like we had young quarterbacks. He was talking about how CJ was young at the time, and they brought him up as you know. Starting, QB1 at Ohio State, and him being a young quarterback as a sophomore, and he said he's gonna get these guys together, man, and he said it's gonna be an interesting competition. That, bro, like what one thing that caught my eyes because I watched
No,
all three of
it's
the
not.
quarterbacks interviews on today, and Julian was confident. Julian got that swag about himself that like he is the guy
He got that
already.
wheel hair.
Oh,
He got
stop
that
it.
wheel hair.
Lincoln King
He got that wheel
Holtz, like
hair.
I'm watching Lincoln King Holtz, like his Lincoln, he looked confident, like he gonna compete for the job. I ain't gonna lie. Then it
I
made me
noticed
think.
three things in that.
It made me think about what Tony was saying. Tony was like, Lincoln. He hearing that Lincoln is a competitor in his race. We all believe that it's Julian and it ain't nobody else. But I don't know, Link. I mean, it's early. It's been only two practices so far. They look sharp, but they throwing on air and everything right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
like, I don't want
And
to
they're
take
just
too much
running
account
basic route
into
trees. They
them
ain't
throwing on
learning
air.
plays, running an offense. There's other intangibles. But I noticed three things in them videos that I watched that I know you're talking about. One, the first thing that I noticed, who takes the first snap at every drill right now? The answer is Lincoln Keyholtz right now. And I know that means nothing at this moment. It's the
Right.
second practice. But he is taking the first snap, is what it is. Second thing I noticed, exactly what you said, Julian Saint's confidence is definitely obvious. He just walks with a swagger when he's walking up to take the snap.
He got.
But the thing that I noticed, Lincoln Keyholtz and Julian Sam in between, like they would do Lincoln, Julian, uh, Tavian St. Clair.
Tavion.
Yeah. Julian and fucking three Lincoln both kind of like almost walk up to their snap. Tavian
Mhm.
St. Clair literally sprints to every snap. And I just caught it. It caught my attention, bro. It was like, hey, it's my turn. I'm going. You know what I'm saying? I appreciated that. He working,
Yeah.
putting in the effort. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I know it's practice day too. He probably just trying to overachieve at this moment, if we're being honest. But it was cool. I liked it.
Yeah.
I hope that he keeps it. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That ethic
And
is what's going to get him to
one
where
thing
he need to
about
be.
Julian I can say about from what I've seen on the practice is with Julian, he has command like he's the leader of the room. Like
Man, listen. There's only
far as
one
the
other
three of
time
them.
that I can think of in our history that a quarterback was spoken about at the combine by the players. And that was the Dwayne Haskins year when everybody has known Seven was the quarterback since the start of last year. And that's a real thing. I'm not making that up. That really happened. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knew that Dwayne Haskins was going to be the starter. They're literally saying people are talking about Julian saying at the NFL Combine about he's the next dude. They're not
Let-
just saying that. You know what I'm saying? The seniors that just stayed back for a year and our last QB1 are not just saying that this kid is incredible to blow smoke for him to be our backup. I think Ryan Day's saving face. I don't think it's a competition this year.
Yo,
I don't understand
yo,
why Lincoln stayed. Respectfully to Lincoln, bro, don't waste your whole college career, please. Please, because if he beats
yo,
you this year,
Go ahead,
you're
Tom.
never going to play here. But
But if he
yeah,
feels he's going to compete, then
I mean, I
until he
love
don't
the
yeah.
compete.
confidence, but like if the
I,
writing's on the board, the writing's on the board, player. You know,
I,
I've been at jobs where I knew my time was up. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
but
saying?
I
But
maybe
the
mean,
it's not
writing's on the
writing down on the
board, the
board in that
writing's
locker
there.
room. Maybe it's not in that
he's
quarterback room. That quarterback
he's
room
still,
may not be on the board for him.
No,
and
I dig.
he got some years. He got some years left to play. Whether he get the job this year or not, I think he got like I think what he got like 3 years left.
Who?
3 years
How
Lincoln?
many red shirts can
eligibility.
you use?
Who? Who?
Lincoln.
Lincoln? Lincoln.
I
He.
know he
This is
red
his
shirted.
third. This is year 3 for him. So
Oh,
he's
so
a red
so
shirt
he got two
sophomore.
years left.
So he got 2
So he
years
got 2 years
Yeah.
left.
left.
Me,
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie.
Uh,
I think Lincoln's going to. I don't think he's going to hit the portal in the spring. I think he's gonna
I
stay.
think I think he wait. I think he waiting on. Well, I don't know. I don't. I ain't gonna know
Well,
till we
I
see
hope that
till we
he
see spring
enjoys
ball.
being
Cause
QB too.
I like.
That's what
Yeah,
I
I
would
I
like.
say to
think I'm
him.
literally, bro, and it came to my mind earlier where I'm like literally thinking how the race when I watched all 3 interviews from all guys. I'm like, I think Lincoln is going to stay, kind of similar to Devin Brown, how he stayed and he ended up being QB2. I think he's going to stay. You know what I'm saying? To strengthen the room just in case if something was to happen to Julian.
Right.
God forbid. You feel me? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And then
Right.
Tavion QB3 right behind. You know what I'm saying? But just to look at all three, like Tavion looks sharp. I seen him got confused in the drill where, all the three quarterbacks, they all interchange to, go to different
Yeah, and they like
they throwing a
rotate and throw to
different
different routes.
yeah, they throwing different routes and everything. Dang. It kicked it kicked TB off. TB, you might have to come back in and come back on.
Damn, what I was about to say. Forget what the fuck I was about to say.
Yeah, so I seen Tavian. He got kind of confused, and then Julian he kind of placed him in the right place and stuff and everything. But I mean they all three of them look sharp. You know what I'm saying right now, even though they playing on air, so I don't want to take too much into it too much. You know what I'm saying because I know it is on air at the same time, but
Oh,
I
oh, I
am
remember what I was
excited.
gonna say.
I'm excited about this quarterback competition of what it is. I'm excited to see what they look like coming up. You know what I mean? Going into the rest of the spring. There you go.
Where
Yeah.
what I was gonna say about that shit you said about everybody knew it was gonna be Dwayne Haskins' job. Neither here nor there. But nobody knew it was gonna be Dwayne Haskins' job until Joe Burrow broke his wrist. You hear me?
I'm telling you that when
Nah,
he became the quarterback,
literally, it
Nobody
was
knew
really
it was
the
gonna be his
Wayne
job.
had it in the
Bubby, there
bag
was
for
actually,
real, bro.
I'm
I
not
ain't
like
gonna
making that
lie.
up. I'll find an article and show you later. There was like people saying that, like everybody knew it was Seven's job. I'm trying to think of what receiver it was. I don't want to say the wrong name. Um, I promise you, I'm not mad.
Well, they was
I don't think Joe
they was
Burrow would have
they
been
was in a
a Heisman
dogfight that
Heisman winner
summer.
if he
I'm gonna
stayed.
say that they was they
Yeah,
they was in a
No, no,
dogfight
and
that
that
summer.
it
absolutely
was
is true.
competitive, but Dwayne
I'm
kind
gonna
of just
say that
had the edge a little bit. You even seen it in
he had the
because you got to think
size.
about it. Dwayne played in that Michigan game when what's it called it went down.
Yeah, he won that game.
Yeah, he like came back and won the game for us. Like he balled out pretty well for real.
What he
To
threw
be honest,
like two or three tutties, ran for one maybe.
facts.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Y'all think Joe Burrow would have been at Heisman if he stayed?
No, okay, I'm gonna say this respectfully. Joe Burrow grew into a great quarterback. That man had the greatest wide receiver core in the fucking history of college football
Exactly.
outside of Ohio State's room like 3 years
He
ago.
had
He
two
had
of them,
two of the
Justin
best
and
wide
Chase.
I ain't
receivers
gonna
in all
lie.
of football.
Right,
I
yeah.
mean,
I
So
mean,
yeah,
I ain't
literally,
gonna
he could have
lie,
turned around and threw it
but
backwards, and
we
one of
had
them
the
dudes was
same
going to catch
We
it when
caliber.
just
they ended.
We had the same caliber of guys. If he would have
No, no,
played,
no, 100%, but not at that time. No,
I
no,
think
no.
he still
We
do the
didn't
same
have
thing. I ain't gonna lie.
who were the receivers when it would have been Joe Burrow, Dwayne Haskins years.
uh uh
was it
It'd
Paris
have been
Campbell?
Paris
it was
Uh,
Campbell,
Terry
Curtis
McLaurin and
Samuels, and
Paris
Terry
Campbell and
McLaurin.
Curtis Samuel and them.
Respectfully to all of my guys, ain't
It was
not
like
one of them
five of them
Jamar
though,
Chase and
bro.
Justin
It don't.
Jefferson. Not even in the
It was
same
like
realm.
listen.
no,
It was like
I
five
agree,
of
T
them,
Mac,
bro.
100%.
It was like we
Like
had
you
Huh?
like
said.
five niggas, five solid wide receivers that year, bro.
With that core, bro, like look what Dwayne did though. Look what they did with them though.
No.
Like
So do you think
Garrett
Joe
Temple
would have
had
thrown
Sing,
50
90 catches
tutties?
that year. Like he went crazy that
Yeah,
year.
I'm,
single best season
I'm with T
of
Matt on
passing
this one.
yards,
I don't
bro.
know.
Do you
I mean,
think Joe Burrow
I'm
would
the
have
two top.
thrown for 50 touchdowns if he wouldn't have broke his wrist and he'd have won the job? Do you think he'd have thrown for 50? Keep it a
He,
buck.
But
he
that's
did
Because
it.
his first
possible.
year at
I'm
How
gonna say
many
LSU,
did
it's
he do?
possible.
no. His first year at LSU, he wasn't even good. He wasn't good till he got smoked
Yeah, he
by that
wasn't
dude
that
from
good his
UCF.
first year
Yeah,
at
you're
LSU.
right.
That dude from
Yeah,
UCF tackled him,
But
and Joe
I'm just
Burrow woke
saying
up
He
Joe
woke
that
up.
Shiesty and got
specific
He
pissed.
team with
sure did
Ohio
wake
State.
up. He sure
What
did
year
wake the
was
fuck up.
that? What year was that when they won? What was
that
2017?
was like
When they
that was
won,
the creation.
Maybe
That
there's
was the
a
birth
whole
of
other
Joe Shiesty,
box.
T Mac. That was the birth of Joe Shiesty
2019?
right there.
yeah,
Hmm.
Okay.
2019. Yep,
Yeah,
2019. 2018,
that was the
2019
birth of
season.
Joe Shiesty.
Right?
It's like
Right
he
there.
transformed after that.
When Joe Burrow and Jamar and them won the national championship for LSU.
That year we went 13-1
When
that
was
year.
2019?
You the biggest
That's
Burrow
when we
fan
lost.
I know
They
though.
went.
It
That was
ain't no bigger Burrow
2019.
fan than you.
That was
Yeah, 2019.
2019.
She got stage fright. Yeah, that's 2018 and 2019.
What?
Yeah.
Or was it 19 to
Garrett,
20? No, it was
well,
18 to 19.
Chris
It was 18 to 19.
Olave, KJ Hill,
We had Chris Olave that year.
Benjamin Victor,
Ben
Justin Fields was the
Victor is
starter,
Ben
Austin
Victor hella
Mack,
underrated.
Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, we had some bro.
Bruh,
They still ain't Justin Jefferson and Jamar
What the
Chase.
I
fuck do you
understand,
mean?
but
Bro, that's disrespectful as fuck,
Justin
bro.
Fields went
Chris
crazy that
Olave
year
is
though.
like that. Garrett Wilson is like that, bro. You bugging out, bro. You gonna see this year though. You gonna see this year. Chris
I,
Olave and Garrett Wilson are
Those were the
absolutely like that.
receivers with Dwayne Haskins.
yeah,
They were like freshmen when Dwayne Haskins was
No,
there.
hold on.
freshman
Y'all got
sophomore.
me fucked up.
Shit,
Hold on.
Justin Fields threw for 41 tutties that year.
We're not talking about Justin Fields. We're talking about Joe
2019.
Burrow and Dwayne Haskins 2 years prior.
I'm just
Right,
saying, if
right.
say he
Facts.
played up till then to
No,
2019,
I asked. No. We're not doing that. Hold on. I got to figure out how to open my
Nah,
wife's
nah,
phone.
nah. Y'all
Huh?
trying to you trying
Nah,
to change the
because
narrative,
y'all,
Sam.
y'all moving the field goal post, giving him Garrett Wilson
Nah,
and Chris
He
Olave
did.
instead of
They
Paris
was on the
Campbell and
they was on the
Curtis
team.
Samuel.
Listen, time out. Both of them was on the team with fucking uh Barrett with JT Barrett his last year, bro. Well, not both of them. Chris Olave was definitely on squad with JT Barrett.
but we talking about. Can we stay on topic? What are we talking about JT Barrett for?
Cause
I don't even know what's happening.
He's trying to figure out
so
if
so
Dwayne Haskins
so that
had
I mean, so that,
Chris
if you want
Olave
to go,
and Garrett
all right,
Wilson.
if you want to do the
Okay, hold
2017,
on.
if you want to
So
do 2017 specifically, if he would have got that shot at that team, no, you had KJ Hill and Paris Campbell with Austin Mack and all of them guys.
nah, this is a real statement, bro. Listen,
So
you had Paris Campbell, Austin Mack, and Johnny Dixon. Joe Burrow was not throwing 50 to them, dog. I don't care what you want to say.
KJ, hold on, wait a
I ain't
minute.
saying he throwing
KJ,
50, but
hold on, time out, hold on. KJ Hill and Terry McLaurin and Curtis Samuel.
He wasn't throwing 50 to them, bro.
Why not?
How,
He's
no,
not throwing 50 to them.
Dwayne did.
He's not throwing 50 to them, bro. He's not throwing. Nah, bro.
Dwayne
KJ
Haskins
Hill
did.
was nice. I think KJ Hill got like a receptions
Bro,
record for Ohio State, if I'm not mistaken.
Dwayne
But
Haskins had the greatest single season of by any quarterback in college football, bro.
until until Joe Burrow's
yeah.
national title year, Joe Burrow beat him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but see, that's my thing. Do hold on.
They
This the
it did,
question
bro.
to ask.
mirror though.
Do we think Joe Burrow would have been like if he would have been starting quarterback that year? Do we think he would have been just as much as successful as Dwayne Haskins that year with that squad in
No,
2017?
No,
no.
because
Can I give my
he
We,
reason? I
said,
had to
his
find
first
he
it.
year in
might have won
LSU
the
was
natty that
trash.
Let's
year.
discuss why. Let's discuss
His
why.
first
He
year
might
at
have
LSU
won
was
the
trash,
natty that
bro.
year.
I,
That's
I'm with y'all. I'm with
blasphemy.
y'all. If y'all don't believe it, I'm with it. Okay. Y'all don't believe it.
It's,
I personally think he'd be a little bit successful. I don't think he probably would have been probably just as much, but I think he would have done something with that squad.
I think Burrow would have balled for us, and I think he would have been more of a runner, not so much a passer. I think he would have balled for us in different ways, like versus down at LSU. Had him throw the pill across the yard. Granted, Dwayne Haskins threw that pill across the yard. Burrow was mobile.
Oh, I love you.
He was hella mobile back then
Say go
too.
Bucks.
Go
All right.
Bucks.
Yeah.
what's up, man?
Yo,
So
Man,
all right,
you want to
listen.
say it now?
let's
Yeah.
get back on
Who
track
on here
because
said
You
we
want
go
to say
got way
blue?
fucking
off track.
Michigan now?
So let's get back
Hold
on
on.
track
Hey,
though.
Go
hey,
ahead.
hey, listen, my
Go
little
ahead. Let's
badass
talk about
kids,
our
Hey,
my
receivers
little
now.
kids got one more thing they want to say on our podcast. Go ahead.
word
Good
on
night, bro.
cue. On cue for the Michigan fans. Just said go blue.
That's why they
There you
got to
go.
say it because I saw that.
I
But
see
your
that
daddy
guy in the
don't
comments
care if we
too.
win that game, though. But that's not
Now,
my
listen.
business.
Now, let
All
me
right,
explain
so
why I don't think Joe Burrow would have thrown 50
let me
touchdowns to that
go
receiving
ahead,
corps.
go ahead, get it
And
off
I'll
so
move on from it, I
we gotta get
promise.
switched
I
out.
looked it up. But he only threw 16 touchdowns his first year as a starter at LSU with Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase. What the fuck? Stop. He wouldn't have thrown 50
Yeah.
touchdowns.
That's deep.
He,
Right, the O
he
line.
ain't
But
throwing
but
50.
granted, hold on, and don't do that. Cause we know transitioning
16
into a
touchdowns
new
kind of
system.
sound off. I thought it felt
But
like he did
listen,
more than that.
but listen,
It's,
don't do that. Cause transitioning into a new system after being in the system for years is tough to do for anybody, bro.
bro, these cats are doing it every year now and still winning, so I'm not trying to hear that.
Will
Now,
Howard did it.
now,
Will
but who
Howard did
set
it.
now? But guess who set the bar? Joe fucking Burrow.
I mean, I'm not disputing that. Games played 13, 16
Got the whole
touchdowns.
blueprint from him.
But
Yeah,
no, I don't
very
disagree.
good.
All right,
But let's move
switch
on to the
that.
next topic.
Let's get back on course. Let's get back on course.
Word.
All right, James Peoples, man, poised for like James Peoples. He looked
I'm
explosive
gonna be
out
back
there, bro.
on in a minute.
Like the running back room, like James Peoples, the way he just like he carried himself like I said, similar to Julian saying with the leadership of the room. Like James Peoples looked like the
Mhm.
leader of the running back room. Of course, you seen C.J. Donaldson right behind him, the big bruiser from West Virginia. Coach Locke, I was just literally watched his interview that he had the other day, where he said that C.J. Donaldson he literally then like shrunk down to about close to about 10, 15 pounds since he's been at Ohio State. Said he was close to like
Mhm.
Yeah,
247.
y'all better quit
He's at
playing with my boy.
247. So
Y'all better
he's
quit
down to
playing with
like
my
close to
boy.
between like 225, 230 now. So
Mhm.
and like I said before, Sam Williams Dixon, he was in the RB3 spot right behind CJ Donaldson, and then it was Bo Jackson at 4, which is Bo Jackson looked sharp, you know what I mean? Even though of course, it's just a start, but Bo Jackson it looked good to see him out there. And Coach Locke, like I said last week in the pod, Coach Locke keep speaking about Bo Jackson highly, man. So it's like I got a feeling, bro. Like and like Coach Locke said, because they asked him like who would be the guy to get the ball on the goal line and on short yardage plays, and and
Mhm.
he said it's whatever guy that we feel that got a feel for for the end zone. You know what I mean? So the RB room, James Peoples, I'm really high on him, bro. I'm really thinking he gonna have one of these like crazy years, bro. Like for some reason.
I told, hey yo, I said a couple weeks ago, he's my Buckeye Heisman candidate.
But I got a feeling he gonna go crazy this year, bro. For some reason, bro.
I said he's gonna be the Buckeye outside of Jeremiah Smith. It's gonna be him and Jeremiah is gonna be the Heisman
And
candidates
that
for
and
the
that
Buckeyes.
and it, like with that run, if our like I said, we got to be balanced like we was last year. If the running game is balanced, bro, it's going to make the passing game so much easier for Julian saying with all the playmakers we got on the outside, and especially with Max Clear and Jelani. Well, I got to speak on the real Jelani
I was
Thurman. Look, that boy looked like he fucking Kyle Pitts out there
Yo,
already, bro. Like he looked big as hell
yo,
out there,
he a
bro.
he a
Tall.
monster.
Like that boy,
He a
like I
monster,
need
yo.
him. Like this is third year. I'm looking forward for him to step up. But back to what I was saying with the running backs, though, I had a little segue real quick with Jelani, man, because I was impressed to see him in practice. I ain't gonna lie, like, but with the running game is going to help the passing game so much easier, man, for Julian or Lincoln, whoever be the starter. Even though we know it's gonna be Julian, but it's definitely this offense can be very explosive, bro. As long as the quarterback play is short and the O line is on point for us, keeping everything clean on a quarterback, and
Mhm.
and their run blocking scheme is great as well. You know what I mean? So this offense, I'm just thinking in my head what the offense can look like for this year, and I could just see this offense be just as much as explosive as they was this past year.
Yeah, I think so too, for sure, for sure. We're gonna need our receivers though to step up and become threats. So they're gonna do double Jeremiah all every single week.
Bro,
You know what I
another
mean?
another guy that to look out for that may have a breakout season that I'm watching real closely. Um, Mylan Graham, 5-star
Yeah,
wide receiver
he
that came from Indiana, out of state of Indiana.
he looked good.
He came late last year, like where he came in the summer. So he been here for
Mhm.
9 months now, and they said he kind of came on late for us, picking up the system and everything. And he looked sharp towards the end of the year. But just looking at him this year, like they're really poised for him to have a great year. He has the chance to probably be the wide receiver four right behind, um, you know, JJ and Tate and Ennis. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
What's it called? Bryson Rogers. That's gonna be a real battle at four. You know what I'm saying? At that wide receiver spot, man. And another guy that caught my eye at wide receiver was Quincy Porter, the freshman. The freshman,
Okay.
bro. That
He looking
boy,
good.
number 11, he's huge out there. He looked like he's definitely 6'5". But I almost want to say the man looks 6'6" out there. And
Wow.
I'm impressed with Mickey Marotti with how he got these freshmen already like bulked up and like, I mean? He got them boys already ready, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is
Yeah.
only the spring. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, this wide receiver core, like I said, I like the wide receiver core that, you know what I'm saying, with along with Marlon Graham, if he could be that guy that break out and be that fourth guy, because they gonna need at least four. You know what I'm saying? They play, he's no Hardline is known to play at least four of them. But he played five at the max. But he's going to play
Mhm.
four majority. And of course, you got Max Clear at tight end, and then you got Jelani Thurman along with Will Kazmerick. And you got the tight ends, and they're gonna be getting some passes and plays and stuff too, especially Max Clear. So,
Yeah.
like this offense, bro, the quarterback. That's all I'm saying.
We may
This
add.
offense could be
You should average.
explosive,
You should
bro.
average 35 a game for real.
For real.
You should average nothing less than 35.
They fuck around running back, bro. I said it already, bro. Fuck around running back.
Yeah, if you got good quarterback play, that's all we need is
There's
consistent good
no
quarterback play.
he don't even gotta be good. He can be okay.
No,
He can be all.
Don't just be above average.
Yo,
Above average
That's
is
it.
all I need. Get the
yo.
Hmm.
ball to the playmakers. Don't turn the ball over.
I
We
think they
win,
gonna run it back,
bro. The
bro.
defense is going to be solid too, bro. We're gonna talk about the defense in a minute.
Oh yeah, the defense gonna be good. All right, I don't got no problems with that. I'm just concerned about the quarterback play. That's
They
it.
about to run
Yeah,
this John back.
I, I'm I'm excited about Molly Graham though. I'm excited about the offense, bro. And of course they talked about CJ. Let's talk about the defense now. CJ Hicks, man, like seeing him out there on that edge, I'm watching him. I'm like, he should have been out there on that edge, man. He should have been out there on that edge.
I'm,
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
with
Patricia running the
Bill
4-3 or he running the 4-3.
Who?
Still, they be keep that but Patricia. He running that 4-3.
4-2-5.
He's gonna stick with the 4-2-5.
I think right. Yeah, the same thing. The same thing. Jim Knowles was running.
No, oh no, we running the four
Oh,
two five. It's a
Yeah, that's
multiple
what I
defense, but
said.
we're mainly running the 4-2-5. We're not switching up.
okay,
We're not
okay.
like they're going to run. You're going to see them in different. Like you're going to see them in the nickel, the dime. You're going to like they was doing that last year. So it's a multiple defense, but
Hmm.
mainly the main package is 4-2-5. I mean,
Okay.
and like one thing that I'm looking at Matt Patricia is that the fact that he's very well with using like the players' best attributes, for the
Hmm.
game. You know what I'm saying? For the game plans going into these games. So I just think it's gonna be like once Matt Patricia get in game mode, I think it's gonna be easy work for him once he like get to start looking at these teams and stuff. Like the chess match between him and Steve Sarkisian in that first game is gonna be crazy, bro. Like that's gonna be a
Yeah,
crazy
yeah.
chess match. Because Steve Sarkisian, he can call some damn plays for sure, man. But like
Hmm.
I was impressed with looking at the DBs, man. Looking at Jermaine. Jermaine Matthews looked more of a leader in the DB room. Malik Harford, he took first team reps at strong safety ahead of Jalen McClain, which that was kind of surprising because we was all in belief that Jalen McClain might be the first, the first team guy at strong safety alongside with Caleb Downs. Another
Right.
thing that I noticed was Bryce West. They had him in a slot play, like playing nickel, like him, practicing being in the nickel. That was another thing that I noticed as well, which is,
Hmm.
Lorenzo Styles, he looks sharp out there, but Bryce West and Aaron Scott, those two guys, Coach OG Walt is real high on those two guys. So and I believe Bryce West, he a guy that mess around. If Lorenzo ain't on this shit, he'll take that nickel spot. And
Yeah.
looking at Devin Sanchez, of course, he looked sharp out there, bulked up, bro. Like they basically calling him this year's Jeremiah Smith on defense, bro. Right now, like that's what
That's
people is
wild.
calling him. Like,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
I
That's
know
high
we're gonna
praise
see a
right there.
lot
He
of
gotta
him. It's
deliver
gonna be
to
a
that.
lot of content on Devin Sanchez from us for sure, because we gonna talk about him and everything. Yeah, I
Hmm.
mean, but the
Yeah, that's
defense
high
with
praise though.
Arville and Sonny was out there. It was kind of fun to see Matt Patricia. He was right before practice. He was kind of vibing with Sonny Styles and CJ Hicks before the game. CJ Hicks got his arm around Matt Patricia. I'm like, Matt Patricia already gelling well with the team, bro. Like this go,
Yeah.
bro. It's a good hire, bro. Like all the Buckeye fans, I know, like y'all got y'all little doubts with Matt Patricia and stuff because of his past with Detroit Lions, which is you shouldn't hold that account because of the roster that he had at Detroit Lions was trash. He didn't have the team that they
Hmm.
have right now. He didn't have none of those guys. He had
Hmm.
maybe a handful of those guys. He don't have that.
Nah,
You know
and
what I'm saying?
ownership
That was a
wasn't backing
hard
him like
job
they
to
backing
take at
Dan
that time.
Campbell.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah, they
him
weren't
being a
backing
D
him like they was
coordinator
backing Dan
compared to head
Campbell.
coach is totally two different things. And him doing it on
Big
a
different
college level
things.
when he's a guy that's done it at the highest level as a Super Bowl champion with the New England Patriots for all them years. Like, bro, like I think this gonna be sweet for him, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. You know, people gonna say the New England ones was, oh, that was Belichick calling. He wasn't doing nothing. But I don't. You know, he had a hand. You know what I'm saying? He in the meeting room. I think he's gonna do well. I think this gonna be. I think this
Of
gonna be.
of
You know,
course,
his trampoline back into the league.
of course he gonna do well, bro. Like he was coaching at an elite. I mean, not saying he's been elite his whole career, but he was coaching the elites. So coming down like to coaching students, young minds is you know
Hmm.
it don't present the same challenges as coaching grown men who in their habits and be like, fuck you,
Right,
pay me. You hear me? Like,
right. Whole bunch of millionaires
I mean,
too.
some
yeah,
of
you know what I'm
Well, now
saying?
whole
guys are
Like,
bunch of
millionaires
millionaires
now
anyway.
with the NIL and everything. You feel me? But that's a
I mean,
whole
yeah,
Yeah,
but
nother
right.
whole nother
Millionaires in
yeah, but
story.
college
they
But
now.
I mean,
they
it's a
still growing.
business now with college football. Like it's a business on both sides as a student athlete and the
Yeah,
coach.
yeah,
etc.
but even with that, like they got the culture there, like to support them, like being part of that program. They got the program. It ain't the same as being part of like what I mean, like a business.
Yeah,
It's you still got like father figures and shit that's intact, and you still adhering to rules and guidelines and shit you really got to follow as a student and shit. So it's just
facts.
growing,
Yeah.
bro. But I told y'all about Bryce West early. I told y'all about Bryce West some weeks back, bro. Like, watch out for the
The
youngin. That's all.
Glenville boys,
That's all
man.
I'm
Them
gonna say.
Glenville boys, man.
Yeah, man.
It's
Them
like it's hard
Glenville
to
boys,
deny those
man. Shout out to
Glenville boys,
Cleveland,
man. Them
man.
them Ted Ginn boys up there in Glenville, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
facts. Yeah,
And
facts.
another thing about spring practice too, just to segue in before we get into the next topic, because I do want to get into it. We got to get into it. I'm mad T Man ain't on this one, but it's cool. Um, Austin Searville from Lakota East. Well, our guard, one of our guards, they had him playing at left tackle the other day, which was kind
Hmm.
of interesting. But I do remember what Ryan Day said for us the offensive line for us. He said he wants all of the offensive line to play all of the spots so they can all get a feel for the whole line, especially for us building depth within the line because just like last year they needed that depth to get to the natty. You know what I mean? To the to the mainland. You feel me? So
Right.
interested with Searville being at tackle, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna be watching closely, but we already know Big E. You know what I'm saying? Ethan from Rice, he gonna be the guy that's gonna end up, being the starter on the left side. That right side is gonna be the side that's gonna be questionable. Like for us, is it gonna be Philip Daniels? Is it gonna be Austin Searville? Is it gonna be
Hmm.
Ian Moore? So between those three guys, if they want to add Austin Searville in that right guard, that right tackle race, as far as that right tackle position, but we know that left tackle position is going to be Ethan from Rice for sure. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that dude a monster too,
Oh,
bro.
for sure, bro.
I
You
looked
know,
at
I
his
saw the clip
highlights.
of him yet the other day, man, in the group. Like,
Yeah, yeah, he a
okay,
monster.
man. So let's get into this topic real quick. So we're gonna talk a little bit other outside of the Buckeyes. So the other day, man, real interesting comments from Coach Prime when he was at his presser for spring practice,
Hmm.
and let me read it. He said I would like to practice against someone for a few days. Then you had the spring game, and I think the public will be satisfied with that tremendously. And
Hmm.
then we got a response from Syracuse coach Syracuse coach, and he basically responded back saying, "No, Dion, hey, he said we would come to Boulder for 3 days."
Oh,
So
okay.
Dion and them, they're literally putting out this notion of possibly wanting to play against another team for the spring game, man. And of course, it's going to be a lot of walls you're going to have to beat down, pause, just to what I'm saying, get just to get to that point, man. As far as that, because it's never been done for one. But I found it real interesting,
Mm-hmm.
like having like a
Go,
little like a.
go.
It's kind of similar to like the preseason. When you getting ready for training camp in the NFL, where they have one team there
Yeah.
for 3 days. They practice against them and then they
Mm-hmm.
play them in the preseason game. So I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I love the idea of it. I don't see it happening, but I love the idea of it, and I wish it would happen. What y'all think
Yeah,
about
that
that?
Yeah.
yeah, that'd be dope as hell. That'd be dope as hell if like they could get some of that
They can pull
going.
that
Like
off.
that'd be dope. Like and make it a thing, like a classic or something. You hear me?
I mean,
That'd be dope.
cause if one team do it, then several teams gonna have to do it after that.
That'd
And the
look.
thing is,
Yeah.
I think about like I know they wouldn't do it because they wouldn't want to risk, having them, like kids be hurt or something, pre like spring game and
Yeah.
stuff like that, going into the summer and stuff
Yeah,
like
because we'd
that.
be singing a different tune. We'd be singing a different tune if we bring in a team in and JJ tears ACL during like we ain't doing that. Now
Yo,
we'd be the first ones that cut that shit.
Right. I be cutting it. We would be like, nah, we ain't doing that no more immediately.
No more. No
Nah.
more.
yeah, you
Nah,
right.
We ain't gonna be on board for
and
You
that.
just the
right.
thought of that make me even more be like, nah, I'm cool on that, bro.
Nah.
You right.
I'm cool on that.
You
I
right.
would love,
I
I
mean,
love the
so
idea
I
of it.
mean
I just in
that
that factor, I just what they gonna do? Play like the second and third team? It don't make
nah,
sense to do
that'll
that.
be pointless. Yeah, that'll be pointless. You have to. I don't know. You just gotta go no contact at all. It really gotta
It's
be
gonna
like a.
be hard to have 100,000 full of fans there to watch two teams in a spring game,
It's
and it
the
ain't no
spring. Look,
action. Ain't
it's
no
the
ain't no
spring. You know how,
heads getting rained
bruh.
out there,
Who
bro. Nobody
cares? You
ain't
know
gonna
how
want to
bad.
see them pity pat out there for no
Who
spring game,
cares? You
man.
know how bad we missing football right now, bruh. Who cares? I don't care. I just want to see the field. I just want to be there. I just want to hear it. I don't care. I don't care. I know they can't tackle right now. I don't care. I just want to see the shit. I just want to see it.
I love the idea, but I'm not with the idea due to the fact that hey, like TB said, somebody get hurt or whatever,
Nah, yeah, I ain't
we
mad
all
at
gonna
it.
be sick. Like,
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I ain't mad at it. I think it's dope. I think it's dope for them to do if that's what they want to do. But I mean, me myself, I wouldn't recommend like Ohio State doing it. I
right.
would recommend us like, I mean,
Nah.
we got shit at
Nah,
stake.
cause I
We got shit at
right.
stake
Cause
over
I
here.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. Leave that to teams who ain't got nothing to lose. We got
Yeah,
natty vibes over
we
here.
got shit at
You know what I'm
stake
saying?
over here, gang.
Yeah. Nah, we make calculated. And honestly, we don't need it.
Nah, nah,
I agree.
we don't need the attention or the money it could generate, either or.
No, we don't
No, that's
need it.
facts. That's facts.
We already got the highest top tier talent. The competition and practice is already crazy enough. We don't need it.
Yeah, it'd be dope. It'd be dope to see a spring game with like Colorado and Syracuse, though. That'd be dope. That'd
Yeah.
be dope. I ain't gonna lie.
So it get into the next topic. All right, so we gonna do something a little different on the pod. Probably each pod where we gonna preview. We gonna get in. We getting into the full swing of things as far as the college season approaching and stuff. There's a lot of teams. Of course, we talk about the Buckeyes, but we are covering the college football landscape as a whole for sure. But we're gonna start previewing some of these schedules from some of the other teams. Of course, it's easy for us to preview our schedule. We can do that all day, every day. But we'll be doing that leading up, leading up towards the season and everything. Talk about about our preview for the season and stuff, of course. But today, the first schedule preview that we're doing is Oregon on their 2025 schedule, man, which is we're not on it. I'm kind of I wish we was on it. I ain't gonna lie, because I would love to see them boys in a regular season, but we may see them in the Big Ten championship possibly. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
They schedule a little sweet right there. It's sweet, real sweet schedule, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
It
Um,
need to be.
they first game.
It
The
need to be.
first
Did you
game they're
see the
playing
last game they
Montana
played?
State. So we're gonna. So I'm gonna read the schedule, and then
Uh-huh.
we can go from piece by piece and break it down and give our overall prediction of their record for the year going in to the postseason. But first game they're at home against Montana State. Second game Oklahoma
Wow.
State. Third game they're at Northwestern. Fourth game they're back at home against Oregon State. Fifth game they're at Penn State at State College. Sixth game they're at home against Indiana. That's an interesting game. Seventh game they're playing at Rutgers. Then the eighth game they're playing at home against Wisconsin. Ninth game they're at Iowa, which that's going to be an interesting game possibly. Then the 10th game they're at home against Minnesota. The 11th game they're back at home again against USC, and then the
Mm.
last game they're at Washington, which that'll be an interesting game. So just looking at their schedule, they got like an interesting schedule for us,
They might
like the
lose a couple of
certain
those.
Big Ten games that they have, like the at Penn State, then at home Indiana. The at Rutgers game can
Hmm.
be a
At
little iffy because
at
Rutgers
Iowa.
they got some players over there, even though Oregon should beat them. And then at
At
Iowa,
Iowa.
then the home game against USC, then at Washington to end the game, end the year out. It's an
I'm,
interesting schedule.
I think they're gonna dog walk Iowa, bro. Iowa ain't got nobody.
I mean, we know Iowa's offense
That's
just is not good.
hey,
Of course, the defense is
hey,
solid, but it's
that's
only so
what we
long Iowa
thought.
can hold up.
That's what we thought that year we got split bound.
Yeah, but ever since I remember on the pod on the group chat, Chaz was like, bro, they started two white boys at corner. I was like, oh damn. I was like, nah,
So that's
that
so
corner.
that's what you so that's what you basing that take off of because they starting two white boys at corner, bro.
Bro, them white boys ain't Christian McCaffrey type
Man,
athletic
hell
ability,
Hey,
nah,
bro.
bro,
they ain't on no,
you
they ain't on
gonna
no
leave white
damn
boys
what's the
alone.
name it.
We're gonna
Man,
leave
Lee,
white boys out
bro,
of this.
tell him,
They ain't no
Ty.
They ain't no
Tell him,
Cooper
Ty, man.
DeJohn.
Right. They ain't no
He
Jason
came in
Sehorn,
on
bro. They ain't no
cue.
John Lynch's out.
You're being stereotypical right now.
He came
You're
in on
stereotyping
cue.
white quarterbacks, and I'm not appreciating it.
I'm just saying, there's not a white quarterback in the league that can guard Jeremiah. I'm
Cooper
sorry.
DeJean might have tried hard.
Hey, that boy
that don't
balled
mean
out.
that don't mean they can't guard the guys over at Oregon because they can't guard JJ.
To my
That's respectable
Iowa,
conversation.
bro. All right, this game that all right. Looking at like I said, we're looking at this schedule. That at Iowa
That's a
game is
bait
definitely one of
game.
those.
What team are we on?
So
Oregon.
we're going
Oregon
over the
at
Oregon
listen,
schedule.
Oregon at Iowa. If they can slow Oregon down and turn it into a Ohio State versus
Don't
Michigan
call me.
type game last year, they got a
Or a
chance, bro.
Wisconsin versus Oregon game last year?
So I'll read out the
Wisconsin
schedule.
lost like 13-10.
I'm saying
So
like he
I'm
acting
gonna
like
read the schedule
they
back
just
for you,
gonna
T
wipe
Mac, so
I
you
got
can
it
see
on
somebody
my
what
like
paper,
games they
bro.
got.
Yo, I
they
got it
playing
right
at
here.
Iowa,
You got
bro.
it? Okay.
They play
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro, they're
but
not
they,
good. They're not
who
good.
Nah, they did get the number
cares?
two. No, they did get a really good. They did get a really good transfer quarterback. I can't think of his name, but he was like the second ranked transfer quarterback in the portal, and he went to Iowa. Probably not a good
Those
choice for him, but he did. That's a real statement. And
Those
Iowa's
are the
always got a
games.
good defense. You can't say they're not good, bro.
They
They
always
just
got
played.
a good
They
defense.
just
Yeah,
played 2 years with Caden
they
McNamara.
they
Like
right. They stay with a good defense. They just that offense. They gotta
I
upgrade the
appreciate you
offense,
finishing the
man.
word, so
They
we
gotta
didn't have to
upgrade
have a
the
bad moment.
offense. But I'm looking at the schedule,
Man.
bro. Like
If they
game
don't,
one, Montana State, no, belt the ass. Oklahoma State probably belt the
hey,
ass.
did you
At
realize that they played
Northwestern,
every OSU but the real one?
right? Yeah. At Northwestern, probably belt the ass. That's one of them weird. We always talk about them games at Northwestern. It's weird playing at Northwestern, bro. Like them games be weird, man. They got a weird atmosphere when you play at Northwestern, but they should beat them. Then they're at Penn State for their well, no, they're playing Oregon State,
every
which is
every
Oregon
Big
State is their
Ten,
rival game. They should beat them. So
every
they
Big Ten,
starting off 4-0.
Let what are you trying to say?
every Big Ten arena got that aura about it. You think you're gonna walk in? You think you're gonna walk in and win and get upset? Fuck out. Every Big Ten arena is like that, bro. I mean, like that.
I
Then the
mean,
at Penn State game,
there's
the
a
Well,
tenth
couple that
maybe
are.
game
not
is
Rutgers. Maybe
that's the
not
one.
Rutgers, Maryland.
Yeah,
At,
but like,
Yeah, they lose.
unless Indiana play
Well,
like they played this year, that's the only game on their entire schedule, probably.
I think USC beat them.
Was who at quarterback?
they got
I don't know.
the
Right.
one guy
I think
that
they beat them.
Maviola guy.
I
Not with
think
Lincoln,
USC
right? Not
beat
with
them, bro.
Lincoln head coach. He's suck now.
USC because the fans that ain't that far, they're gonna
That's a
travel
tricky
and they're gonna
game.
be
I
their
ain't gonna
home
lie.
field advantage like Oregon think. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be their home field advantage like Oregon think because USC fans gonna travel up to Oregon
I think
though.
it's
Yeah,
funny they end their
You know?
season on a Pac-12 schedule. I mean, I know
right.
they're Big
The
Ten.
at
I know they're
Washington
Big
game
Ten
is an
now, but
interesting game. I ain't gonna lie. That's an
Yeah,
interesting
the
game for them
Washington
too.
games that is interesting.
The
Yeah,
hardest
yeah, yeah.
game they got is the Penn State game, in my opinion. I ain't gonna
Yo,
lie.
period.
That's the hardest one because Penn State got they guys back, Drew Aller and all of them.
Well, Drew Aller's going to Drew Aller. We're not worried about that guy that can't throw to receivers.
Exactly right.
that's a tough.
He asked.
That's a tough stretch of games. 4 or 5 stretch of games they got right there. That's a nice
Man,
little bunch of games, bro.
man.
You said USC, Washington, Penn State.
If they get
Maybe
past Penn
Wisconsin or
State, they
Iowa.
can probably run the table and be
Iowa.
undefeated. No cap. They
That's a
should.
nice little
I would
stretch
say
right
they
there.
should be. If they beat Penn State, they should be undefeated. They should beat the rest of those teams in the schedule. Like
Yeah.
Indiana, probably be a tough game at home a little bit. And I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be on record. I think Indiana they're gonna do a little. I think they're gonna stay a little bit above water this year. I don't think they're gonna
Who's
Oh,
take
their
now,
the drop
now
quarterback?
off where
y'all now
like
y'all
they're
team
a one
Indiana.
hit wonder where like
No, that's
they
not the
play
thing. But
they
who's their
pass Baylor
quarterback?
this past year, then they
Google
go
that.
back to fucking 6 and 7 and shit.
Someone figure out who their quarterback's going to be.
That's interesting.
I don't. I'm about to say because that dude ain't back. He ain't came
Curtis
back yet, right?
Rourke is gone.
Rorik is going right. Yep. So they got a new guy. I want to say I don't know if they got anybody out of the portal
They might have somebody homegrown.
because
Yeah,
I know
right.
Indiana
Ain't got
hit the
nobody
portal heavy
homegrown in
in the
Indy,
off
bro.
season.
You sound crazy as hell. That's worse
They
than me
might. We don't know
saying.
who they got.
That's worse than me
We don't
saying
know who they
Fleming.
got.
Yo, that's worse than me saying Fleming gonna break out this year,
Oh
bro.
no, they
He,
got that quarterback
Indiana
from
ain't
no, it's
California that
homegrown
not.
no
transferred.
No,
quarterback.
it's not because we
Except for
don't know who
where
they
Yeah, we
got.
do.
So if we don't know who they got, they probably already got somebody on their
I'm trying
roster
to
that ain't
tell
a
you, if
that's
you
a
would
no
quit
name.
arguing over whether they're homegrown or not, I would tell you that it's a transfer from fucking California named Fernando Mendoza.
I
oh
told you.
he
I
good.
told you
That's a
they ain't
good pick.
homegrown
Yeah.
shit, nigga.
I'm just saying we didn't know. Nobody
No,
knew
Mendoza
that until just
absolutely.
Mendoza
now.
he
No,
good.
no, no. Yeah,
They ain't
you're both not
That's
homegrown
a
wrong.
no
good
Nobody
damn
pickup.
knew.
quarterback.
That's a good
Right.
pickup.
Nobody knew who that guy is.
That's nice. Yeah, I'm
That's a
saying.
good
I just was
pickup.
saying.
I don't know if he the guy. I don't think like I expect Indiana to play above than what they did last year and stay above water. But I don't expect them to be top 15
Are they going
throughout
to
the
be a
year.
playoff team
Like
again?
Nah, no, not a playoff team again.
No.
They're gonna be like a three. They're gonna be like a 3-4 loss team this year.
yeah, right around that range. That's accurate. You know what I'm saying? We'll do a preview of their schedule. But like I said, just looking at this schedule the way it is, like Penn State is the only team I see that can beat them. Other than if I want to say like a sleeper loss for them would be USC at Washington.
No, baby.
One of them two games, maybe. But if they get, like I said, if they get past Penn State, they should run the table.
I'm going to say this. You said sleeper games. I don't think those two are really sleeper games. They're kind of rivalry games that could go one way or the other. The same with that week 4 game. Don't be surprised on that being a sleeper. Oregon State,
Oregon
just like
State,
Ohio
yeah,
State,
that
Michigan.
rivalry.
Everything goes out the window. That's what happens that day. Wisconsin could pull it off again, bro. They were close. They lost. They
They
what? They
was
won on the last second
real
touchdown,
close.
13-10 or some shit.
Yeah,
They
they
can make it
blew
a
it in
good
the
game
fourth. They
again.
blew it in the fourth
Luke
quarter,
Fickle
man.
probably headed towards fighting for a job before too long. He keep on losing to everybody.
Bro,
Yeah.
dead
You ain't lying.
But
I don't know.
so I'm
ass.
saying a signature win like that could be. That's my sleeper. Wisconsin played them close last year. They could sneak in there and either A, get whooped out the building like 48-0, or come in there and sneak out a win.
That's a fact.
I think. I
But
yeah.
I think Fickle, like just kind of just a little segue with Fickle. I don't expect Fickle to do no big things out there in Wisconsin, but as long as he can make it interesting for us, like be in the top 5 of the Big Ten at least. No,
Yeah.
he'll keep his job if he does that. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
that's a job. As long as you stay a little bit
Is that
competitive,
like right
maybe
behind
sneak into the
Michigan?
playoffs or something, that you'll keep that job.
So like the top 4 are probably like Ohio State, Oregon, Penn State, Michigan. Are we saying they got to be right after that?
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
They
They
in
got to
that
be in the
next
mix.
tier.
They got you got to
They
at
in that
least put
next
yourself
tier
in
of
the mix.
teams. They in that next tier of
Yeah.
teams for sure.
Like you
For
got to put
sure.
yourself in the mix eventually. Like they gonna be like, why you ain't with them? What the fuck? What you doing? Like
I think.
like
I think Wisconsin poised to run off about 8-9 wins this year.
I gotta see what they.
8?
I gotta see what the
Yeah, I think they
roster
I
run
don't
depth
know
off.
they
about
look
that.
like.
I think they
It
run off
Hey,
depends
8-9.
what they schedule look like
put
too.
them on this segment next week. Let's
Yeah,
visit
we
that.
could do. We could
Yeah.
do. Matter of fact, we'll do one Big Ten team a week. Then we get into some other teams. Of course, with us, like I said before, we gonna all talk about we gonna all talk about
That nigga.
our
That
guys.
nigga
You know what I'm
said
saying?
8.
It's nothing. I was gonna say something. All right, so segue
That nigga
into
said 8.
I will we could I would save the other one we was gonna do. We'll save that one. Let's segue into the recruiting update real quick before we get into that interesting topic that we was kind of discussing in the chat. So Ohio State recruiting, crazy this week, man. Crazy this week for sure. Uh, we could talk about the first one right now. Favorite key, man, the guy from Delaware, Ohio, the outskirts over there near Toledo, man, up there in Ohio. He plays
Oh.
4-star running back out of the 2026 class from Rutherford B. Hayes High School. 6 foot 190. They got him crystal ball right now to Ohio State, which was kind of interesting because his top 3, he just announced his top 3, USC, Miami, and Ohio State, of course. He has a visit at Ohio State June 6th. And let me read off his stats, bro. These stats I ain't going. He only played 1 year in varsity. Well, he played a little. He was limited his sophomore year, but his junior year he went crazy. His junior year with these stats, man, 236 carries for 1,653 yards, 15 tutties. He was averaging 150 yards per game, 7.7 yards per carry. Like the man had a crazy junior season. The only thing I'm watching his highlights. Yeah, I think he is explosive. He breaks a lot of tackles. He has decent acceleration once he gets through holes and be able to bounce
I'm
out
gonna
to the
say something on
outside and
here.
everything.
You tell me.
Um,
Watch.
is he a complete back? I you know what I'm saying? The he's playing great competition up there in that Ohio Capital Conference up there near where they're playing a lot of the guys Westerville North, Westerville South, and those guys, the stuff up there upstate in Ohio.
Mhm.
So he's playing good competition in D1. And his junior year he was explosive. But my thing is Ohio State offered him.
2
Are
days
y'all
ago.
willing to take him with when you got Hyder and you got Carson Baker and these other guys? Go ahead, T man.
So you said that he has a visit set for Ohio State. Where'd you find that at?
I seen it on 24/7.
Nah, 24/7 only has him down for a Miami and a Pitt visit. From what I
I
seen
had
today,
Zoom. Yeah,
Ooh.
maybe it
I
happened
seen
after
that.
I read it this morning. This is real.
Yeah,
This may be real. Um, but it said that Ohio State just offered him 2 days ago. It's the 19th right now. On 24/7, it says he got his Ohio State offer March 17th.
right,
That's cool.
right. So that was Monday. He just got the
So
offer.
for me,
Yes,
your question was, do we want him when Savion Hitter's available and Carson Baker's available? Both of them already had offers. For us to offer him at this point, with them still on the table, either speaks two things to me. One, they think he's going to be better than them or is better than them, or two, they don't think they're going to get them, and or they're just going after the best players in Ohio. It is what it, you know what I'm saying. But
right.
like, uh, for me, it was wild that he was like crystal ball to Ohio State and just got the offer like 2 days ago. That to me is like we've been talking about every time in this little session about the recruits. Some people are just born and bred to be fucking Buckeyes. Like if I was a
Right.
superior athlete and got offered at Ohio State, there wouldn't have been a visit taken anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like the moment they offered, I'd have been like, I will accept the moment I am allowed. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying to you? You know what I'm saying? Some people are built like that. So for me to hear that he got offered 2 days ago and he's already crystal ball to Ohio State, he's already told somebody like that's the only offer that mattered. All this other shit is fucking irrelevant. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, I mean I like
I
the
agree.
kid, man, for sure, man. But when I just look at that film, when we looking at Hyder and Baker, like
You
those
think that
guys,
Baker?
it's
Now,
like
I'm an honest shooter. I think Hyder's obviously better. Do you think that Baker's better? Like in an honest statement?
Baker's that
I
guy.
think
We gonna
that if
talk
I
about
were to
him.
say out of
He's
the
that
three, which one?
Baker's that home run hitter, like for sure, like Travion home run hitter out of there. He's
Now, I
that
got a
guy.
Yeah.
question. So my thing for this is, if you were to ask me which of the three I think that we won't get, it's him, Carson Baker, and I think that's his
You think so?
old quarterback. In it, yeah. I
Well,
don't know.
from what I'm seeing, we a
So I
Louisville.
see it's us or A&M with Carson Baker.
You gonna go to A&M, bro?
And the only people that can offer more money than us that's on his list
I
right now, or as
mean,
much,
yeah,
whatever.
it depends. It depends what he's looking for.
Do
Like,
you know
and
what makes me think that
we
maybe
could
he
get into
won't?
talking about Carson Baker real
Nah,
quick for real
you
since we talking
if
about
he
him.
yeah, we already accidentally went that way. My point being is he from the same high school as Aaron Nolan, meaning, you know what I'm saying, he probably seen Aaron Nolan go there and not get the time and had to transfer out. Is he willing to waste a year if he's getting told you're gonna get playing time? At this moment, he know next year he's sitting behind probably James Peoples, Bo Jackson, you know what I'm saying? Like Turbo Rogers, you know what I'm saying? You behind some people. You know what I'm saying? If you only behind one or two people at Texas A&M and they offering you a couple 100,000 for your freshman year, you probably have to make, and your former quarterback's telling you, yo, bro, it's kind of hard once they know who's playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know,
I
bro.
don't know.
It just,
Like Carson Becker, I'm gonna just give you a rundown with him. Of course, like you said, he's out of Langston Hughes High School in Fairborn, Georgia.
what's
School of
going on with
Eric
my
Nolan
voice?
and Jelani Thurman. Um, 6'2", 200 pounds. He has a visit June 13th with us.
Yep.
The teams, his top six is Ohio State, Texas A&M, Florida State, Clemson, Georgia, of course, because he's from Georgia. Reading off his stats, like I was, and I'm gonna talk about the highlights. The highlights was amazing to me watching this kid, bro. Like he had 145 carries, 12,082 yards for 13 tutties, 9 catches, 89 yards for the year. They didn't
Did
throw
you
much to him.
say 12,000 yards or did you mean 1,200 yards?
1,200, my bad,
Oh,
1,200.
no, hold on. What the
12,
fuck?
12,
We'll go pick him up ourselves.
1,282 yards for the year, 13 tutties with along with 145 carries, like I said before. 8.8 yards per carry. That stood out to me. And he's playing the top competition in Georgia, like the Bufords, the West Carrolltons. You know what I'm saying? He's playing the top competition and he's getting
Yeah, you hear that,
8.8 yards
Tony?
per carry.
Top competition in Georgia.
8.8
Fuck
yards per
out of
carry
here.
is huge. And I'm watching his highlights, bro. I just seen this man like him having them saying he had
I
13
got
tutties,
you.
bro. It felt like he had 20 the way he was running, bro. Like
Hey,
this man he broke an 80 yarder on Buford, bro. Where I was like that on that defense, that
hey,
I
bro,
was
I got a
impressed,
question.
bro.
For TY, I need you to come back since you had to make your comment. I'm gonna take my shot of defending my homie off the top of the head. How many people you think know more about like Matter Day and St. John's Bosco or Buford? I mean, let
Nah, for real.
let's be honest.
For real.
I'm just
Don't nobody know
same to
about
be
no damn
honest.
Buford.
Really the same because they're really the same because they all powerhouses in their
Nah, facts.
respective states. You know what I'm
Man,
saying? But just to
niggas
speak,
know
bro,
I just
just
had to
like
take
more
Carson
about
my little
St.
Baker,
X
shot.
than
I was
Buford.
highly impressed with this kid, bro. Watching this man, like
So,
he's a track star. He's fast as shit, bro.
so
And like
who do you
he's
got,
powerful.
Savion or him?
His
Who do you think's better?
acceleration,
Who do you think's better, Baker or Hyder?
bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's like 1A, 1A, 1B with them two, bro. I
Bubby,
think
you're
Baker
talking
is
about the
really that
number one
good.
running back in the country and the 14th ranked running back in the country. Let's fucking pump the brakes a little bit. His
Bro,
highlights are dope.
it's the
His
eye
highlights are
test, bro.
dope.
It's the eye test, bro.
Man,
I'm
listen,
I'm
bro.
a big
You
running backs
stop.
guy. So when I'm looking at the running backs, I'm looking for certain stuff. And what I seen from Baker is just as good what I seen from Hyder. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like he's
I respect
like
it.
he got Travion Henderson written all over him for some reason to me. Cause he's
I
a
feel
home
it.
run hitter, bro. Like once he accelerate out the hole, he's out of there. Nobody's touching him. He's breaking off tackles easily. He ain't even really had to get into his little shimmy for real. Like he able to break tackles and just run right past these kids like they
No, I
eighth
dig.
graders out there. And he's playing the top competition in Georgia, bro. Like
No, absolutely.
and I think we got a chance with Carson Baker. He said he has a good relationship with Coach Locke,
It's
and Coach Locke is bro.
it's
I
the only
love
team
him,
on his
bro.
24/7 that has the coach name beside it. I thought that was interesting. I
Yeah,
have that wrote down on my paper.
yeah.
But I mean,
I
I
like
definitely
this
think we're
kid.
in a close second, but I still think at this moment we're probably behind A&M by a little bit from the looks of what it's reading. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I was thinking? I think they're going to get two running backs in this class.
Well, I think we're going to start getting two running backs. We're
Yeah,
starting to see how well it works for us. But
yeah.
we've
I
been picking
think
up a
it's
lot
going
of
to be
running backs. I don't
favored.
see us getting two every class.
Yeah, not every class, but this class is looking like they're going to get two. Like, because it's looking like Favors going to probably end up committing because he's an
I would
Ohio
say that
kid.
Favor Akai is a Buckeye right now. I
Yeah,
would
yeah,
say that, like,
he's definitely a Buckeye for sure. I believe.
that's to me the answer on that one. The other one becomes, are either of the other two going to come? If we've already offered him, and again, from what I seen, maybe that I was looking at his this morning when you first ever sent it, so maybe I saw the offer afterwards or whatever. I didn't see the visit to Ohio State. I just seen that he was crystal balled already and just got the offer 2 days ago. So that was wild to me. I
Right,
think he's a Buckeye right now.
right. So okay, go into the next cat, man. I'm excited to talk about this guy, Max Sutter, man, 4-star tight end, 2026 class. From
Jesus.
Dunlap High School out of Dunlap, Illinois. 6'5", 225, man. Versatile tight end. No, he's one of those wide receiver slash tight ends for real, honestly, at the tight end position. He's between Alabama, Penn State, Ohio State, of course, Ole Miss, and Illinois, which is Illinois kind of surprising, even though he is from Illinois for sure. He has a visit May 30th. His
That
stats for the
May
year.
30th, bro.
That's
That May
one of
30th
them
is an
key days
important
that
day,
that
bro.
everybody's speaking about. That's a key recruiting day for Ohio State right now.
Yeah.
Um, wide
We damn near
receiver.
might need to do a May 30th evening fucking pod.
Oh, bro, we might have, might have to. We gonna get a. It's gonna go crazy that day on the content. I promise you. For the year, he had 35 catches, 505 yards, 7 tutties. He had 14.4 yards per catch. Real interesting right there. And he played defensive end on defense, where he had 36 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, 6 sacks, 1 pick 6, by the way, and 2 forced fumbles. The one of the forced fumbles I seen, bro, I seen this
Bro,
kid.
they'd have thrown a flag, bro. I can't believe if
He
that was,
almost took this kid's helmet off,
hey, bro,
bro.
that hit was
The ball hit
insanity.
in the air, and one of his teammates catch it at mid stride, running
Bro,
for a fumble 6.
it was like one of those moments in football where you hear both fan bases go, bro.
Right,
Hey,
gas for air.
bro,
It's
he
like, bro,
fucking
like.
smoked the quarterback, bro. It was bad news bears.
Like Max Sutter, bro, like he he's like the next Max Clare, bro. Me and T-Bab was talking about it in the chat earlier. I was like, he's probably the next
Hey,
Max Clare, bro.
hey,
Like
bro, listen, fuck what
50-50
he was
ball,
catching like.
got him.
He was catching up top over top of people. There's a few things I want to say about this. The way he catches crazy. He's also their backup quarterback. You didn't mention that.
Oh,
Whether he
I didn't
played
know
outside
that.
linebacker or
That's
D
that's
end,
read. That's good read.
you know what I'm saying? Whether he played D end or outside linebacker, I saw it in a different manner, but the stats are still the same. It is what it is. Bro, his blocking ability is fucking insane, bro. I have 7 stars. One, two, three, four, five, six. My bad. 6 stars on my page. Go watch his highlight. That many fucking pancake blocks. And I was like at work, so I didn't really get to watch every bit of it. Every time he blocked somebody, he put him on their fucking back. I mean, smoking people. It was and downfield, like long passes downfield, he running in front of people and blocking. If we can get him away from Penn State, who's known for good tight ends right now, and Alabama, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm really into this Max Sutter dude. Like I want him to be a Buckeye really bad. You know, I talk about those people I want to see with the silver helmet and the green stickers. He one of those, but we are like probably absolutely not in the race at this moment fully. I hope Cam gives me some hope talking about he thinks it's possible, but
I think it's
I
there,
think we're
man.
I
Keenan,
think we're
bro, Keenan.
behind 2 teams that are like got good ways to get in front of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being
Penn State worries me. I will say that they worry me because
yeah.
of they
Alabama doesn't
background
as
of their
much though.
tight
They have
ends.
them ahead of us right now. I would say Penn State is. I'm gonna say if Mac Sutter is not a Nittany Lion, he'll be a Buckeye. Would be what I
That
would say.
visit
But I
is
think he's
about to
gonna.
press the hell out of him on that
How
visit.
Penn State is not more appealing than us though. Like I just don't see how they
I
compete.
mean, the
They
Tyler
I
Warren
they
see
thing
you,
just
kinda
being as
man.
they
popular as
kinda
it is at
they
this
kinda
moment.
are though.
They love to throw to the tight end, so it makes it makes them attractive for us, the tight
Someone
ends.
at
You know
that
what I mean?
position.
And the
Name the
That's
last
and the
good
right.
tight end we had. Luke Farrell. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, respect to G.
What?
Scott.
Scott was good.
Respect to G. Scott, bro.
K
Stop. He's
I mean,
Stover.
So
K
I mean, we
Stover,
had some
bro.
guys. We got
Nate
K
guys. We
Stover was a
got guys.
linebacker the year
Stover.
before. That's a success story of athleticism,
Who?
not of being an elite tight
K
end. Cade Stover.
Stover.
Listen, he has turned into an elite tight end. When he
Uh,
came and played tight end for
who
us,
was the
he
guy?
played
Hold on.
linebacker the season before. He was
Hold on,
not
you bugging the fuck out. Hold on, you bugging the fuck out. Jake Stoneburner. Who was the guy Justin Fields had? Is that him?
Luke
Stoneburner?
Farrell,
Luke
He
Farrell.
had somebody else too. He didn't just have Farrell.
Jeremy Ruckert.
Jeremy
Yeah.
Rucker's in the league right now.
They're on the same team.
Listen, don't do that, bro. You bugging the fuck out, bro.
I said since Luke Farrell. That's an honest statement. Jeremy Rucker and Luke Farrell were on the same team. We have
Get
had
ready.
G. Scotts and fucking Karakamak or whatever the fuck his name is since then.
Case
I'm not
Merrick.
talking shit. I'm
Yeah.
You
not.
gonna
I'm being fucking honest.
Yeah.
you gonna do that to
Cade
Case
Stover was a
Stover though?
linebacker in the Rose Bowl the year before. He was not an elite tight end for us to act like that.
I
Hey,
think
Case
he is
Stover was a
now, bro,
Case
balling in the
Stover was
NFL. I can't talk shit. But
he was a
going into that season, did you think our former linebacker that was also a fucking fullback and a linebacker and a tight end before that was going to be as elite as he was? Keep it a buck, bro. Don't lie. I'm
nah,
not being a
but
hater.
he was a
I kept him a
dog though.
linebacker on the game. I ain't even switch him on the
Case
game.
Stover was a dog though, bro.
He ended up being a dog. That's that country athleticism. He was eating his cornbread and fucking bitches up. That's what was happening.
All right, let's
We
go
got
to the
some.
next cat, man.
I'm gonna get, hey, bro. Y'all gonna have to cut me from the pod because I
Yo,
don't know how to not cuss, and I'm gonna.
we done had
Hey, my mom just
we
got
done
on
had
the pod.
we done
Shout
had
out, mama.
some.
Shout out, Mama Matt.
Shout out,
Shout
Mama
out Mama
Matt, for sure.
Matt. Shout
And
out
shout out
Mama
Mrs.
Matt.
Cam
Yo,
J. I
we
always got
done
to shout out Mrs. Cam J for
we,
sure.
we done had some lit tight ends, bro. You
She'll
tripping though,
kill
bro?
me.
You bugging.
Bubby,
She
I'm
don't
not
have no
doubting
elite tight
that.
ends though.
Luke Farrell and Jeremy Rucker played for us 4 years ago. I'm not talking about a lot of people that ain't been good. Let's chill. I'm not hating.
Yeah,
Cade
Ryan
Stover ended up
Hamby,
being good, but no one thought he was going to be good, bro.
Ryan Hamby, Ben Hartsock,
Who? Bro,
He
Brian Hartsock was
going
when I
Steph
way
was
back
10
in
years
time,
Higher,
old.
man. All right,
Shut the
let's
hell
move
up.
forward. Let's move forward. All right, my next guy, Micah Smith, man,
came out with AJ
four-star
Hawk.
tackle, offensive tackle, 2026 class
You see that big
from
ass star right there? This
Vero.
is the guy we got to have.
I need this guy. I need, bro. We need him for
Pause.
real. Like, Vero Beach, Florida, same school as Tarvis Alford, linebacker freshman for us this year.
I missed
Six
that. I didn't
five,
know that. I missed that part.
yeah, 6'5", 325. Right now it's kind of going between us, Oregon, Tennessee, Miami, South Carolina, UCLA. He mainly played at right tackle this past season, but he played a little bit of defense as well. At D tackle, 22 tackles, 6.5 tackles for loss, four quarterback hurries, and 2.5 sacks. And just looking at right tackle, bro, he's like Paris Johnson to me, bro. Like this kid, how nasty he is on that O line, far as like finishing blocks. Like
Mm.
he looked like Paris Johnson. Like I seen him do the same thing that Paris Johnson did when I remember when Princeton played Withrow. Paris Johnson's senior year, and he was driving his kid all the way towards the end zone, like back where the band is at. You know what I mean? I see Micah Smith do this kid the
Like
same
three
way
or four
towards
kids like
the
that.
op sideline in the game, bro. Like he is a
Facts.
nasty right tackle, bro. That
Not
like
you not
he
even mentioning like how fast he comes. Like we
he
run a lot of screens. How
fat.
fast he's getting out there to hit these screen blocks and annihilating kids. I mean, hitting corners and I mean literally lifting them in air for like 5 yards and they slam on the ground. He's just hitting them.
He's
Wow, and they fly.
nasty,
He is
man.
incredible, bro.
He
I
is
want that kid to
nasty.
be a
Like I'm
Buckeye.
like.
Yeah,
This
he's
kid,
nasty.
bro. I love this kid, bro. We gotta have this kid.
Yeah, he's nasty.
I know we on the Jackson Kent Wills, the Sam Greers.
Why can't we have
Somebody gonna have
them
to go to
all?
guard. That guy
Yeah,
gotta play tackle for us, man. That
that
guy,
dude's
and he
nasty.
just coming. He was just here the day before. He was just here yesterday. By the way,
No, he was
and
at
he's coming
Miami
back on a
yesterday.
visit. I think he's coming back later this month. Ain't it on the? I think he's coming back on the 30th, right? I ain't get
Yeah, I
the
have him
right
wrote
date.
down for the 30th as his visit, but I
Yeah.
have that he visited
Okay.
Miami yesterday. That's what I had wrote down by his name.
Yeah.
They said on,
He was here Monday. Matter of fact, he was here Monday, and then I guess he went to Miami the other day, yesterday. But this kid right here, bro, like, I'm sold, bro. This is a kid that we gotta have, bro. I feel for real, honestly, man, for sure. And
facts.
it breaks into the last cat real quick. Jacoby Clapper. I wish Jay Crush was on because this is the Say Next, man. Saint Xavier kid from Cincinnati, man, 4-star linebacker. I did a video, or no, I got my
So
CamJ
you,
Network Prospect Watch series that I do, which I'm
yeah,
trying to ramp that back
I
up,
thought
doing at
so.
least one or two a week. Um, that last year, like Jacoby, like his sophomore year, he had over 90 tackles his sophomore year, man. And his junior year had an even better year, 105 tackles, 54 solo, 4.5 sacks, 11.5 tackles for loss, one forced fumble, two pass deflections. He even played offense where he had a catch for a touchdown, a 9-yard
Yeah.
touchdown.
So
Um,
I got a couple questions
but
for him on since I knew you did a video on him. He switched to safety this year. I watched like a video of him doing an interview with like I think it was called like Hideout Sports or something like that. Uh, and he like said like I've switched. It's like a hybrid role, kind of like a
yeah,
linebacker safety.
kind of
You
like
know what I'm saying?
Sonny.
Like we understand the position. Um, but Pro has offers to every Big Ten school in the country, a couple SEC schools. Why the fuck is this top five Boston College, Cincinnati, Duke, Illinois, and Indiana? Someone help me understand this. I'm being
I,
serious. He's had an offer
bro,
from Ohio
I'm
State
glad you
since
caught that
April
because
14th of
I did not catch this top
2024.
five.
I got a legit answer. Education.
That's the only thing
Maybe
I could
one of them
think
schools.
of. Name them again.
Yeah.
Name his top five again.
Maybe for two of them, he's got Boston College, Cincinnati, Duke, Illinois, and Indiana. I'll give you Boston College
Cincinnati.
and Duke, but like if you're talking education,
Cincinnati is a great. It's great. It's a great school academically,
I
bro.
don't
It's
disagree with
underrated.
that, but so is Ohio State.
If
They
I'm
got
there are certain majors that I'm choosing UC over Ohio State on, depending on what I'm trying to do with my major.
I did.
You know what I'm saying?
It just caught me off guard because in that same interview they asked him what offers meant more, and he mentions Ohio State, Tennessee, and Michigan. But your top five that you just released on your 247 is Boston College, Cincinnati, Duke, Illinois, and Indiana. I just don't understand it. I
It's got to be
he got offers from
education.
Michigan, Tennessee, Notre Dame, Penn
I mean, I'm,
State,
yeah,
Oregon.
every relevant team in the northern
Us
area and
like
some
James George
southern
Snyder's
teams.
offered them early, like last year. Like he got
Yeah,
offered by
April
us
14th
last
of
year.
2024. I have it written down. April 14th, 2024.
I'm telling you, he got people in his ear telling you, listen, have a backup plan. Choose based off education and major, and that's
You
what he's
about
doing.
And
to make me
possibly
If
do
you know
some
what I'm
Vanderbilt
saying.
homework
too.
and
Like,
see
cause
if
he probably
see
thinking
if
maybe
any
I
of
go to
these
one of
schools
them.
are ranked high in like a certain major. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe he into a certain major and those schools have the best program of that. You know what
That
I'm saying? That's
Mm-hmm.
I see
and
what
the
you're
playing
saying. I see
time.
your point of
I'm
view.
ta- I'm taking account of the playing time because you go to one of those schools and you a 4-star guy, you probably gonna play early.
Hey, I don't want to miss
You're
it
gonna
this
play
week.
probably early. You might play year one.
Yeah, no, I dig it. I want to say this though. We've missed it 3 weeks in a row. We're not fucking missing it this week.
Yeah,
Sorry for
get to
cussing.
this Buckeye haters of the
Buckeye
week. So
hater of
I
the
gotta
week,
get.
bruh.
So we gotta get to it. For
And listen, I
made
don't
sure.
even know I'm going
Even
to say your
before you
name
said
right,
it,
but
I
I
was
don't.
already making sure like we gotta
Hey,
do
he
it
was
this
like,
week.
we not missing it
I'm
this week.
not
We
missing
going to
it this
say
week.
Stephen Mink or Minnick, however the hell you say your name, to call Emeka Ibuka a second round receiver is the most disrespectful, out
Yeah,
this
Wow.
world,
man.
outlandish bullshit someone's ever
Wow.
said. You should be fired for that. The all-time leading Buckeye in every receiving stat record ever, and you say he is a second round pick, but you think TTO I'm not going to butcher his name too bad. Not on the same realm. There's
I think
one.
Paris Campbell got like the all-time leading receptions
No,
though.
Emeka has every career Buckeye record right now. I
I
promise.
gotta look that
Yeah,
up.
because he played all 4
But
years.
damn, you missed my point. The only receiver in this
My bad.
draft that I would allow anybody to say is better than my guy is Travis Hunter, and he's going to play corner by most people's attributes. So to me, that makes this man wide receiver one. So Mr. Steven, whatever the hell your shitball name is, you're the hater of the week, sir. You should reflect in the mirror and go watch some film. And I'm gonna end it with you tried to like act like he only ever played with Chip Kelly with Jeremiah Smith on the other side. You could have made this argument different and added the other receivers that he's been wide receiver two to. I'm gonna make your argument for you. He's always been a wide receiver two, but that's just because he went to wide receiver U, and you don't understand that he's going to go into round one too. I just made you a
Yeah.
little rhyme so you could clip
Clear
that,
that one up.
take that, take yourself to hell, boy. That Emeka Ibuka going in the top 12. Mark
Facts.
book it.
Yeah.
Facts. And let me add to it. For you to even anybody to just talk about Mac in
What
that
made it?
manner, saying that he had a number one, like a guy that can be a first rounder, like it's the most delusional, dumbass statement that you can make, bro.
And I
Like
love Todd
imagine,
McShay said
like
that.
he's
Todd
one
McShay
of
is
the
like, you're
Hey
a
most
yo,
hater.
consistent. Like
but
Todd McShay was
honorable
throwing high praises
mention,
up. He's the most like
honorable
real
mention.
consistent,
David
bro.
Boston got the single season receiving yards record though.
Single season. I said career records. I didn't
I
lie.
know. I'm just throwing it out there
I
because the fact
He
that
love
an
it. I love that you
asshole.
brought it. But I
Oh,
did say
let me
career
throw another
records, not
Buckeye
season
hater in there so
records.
we can throw two.
you did,
I ain't
you did.
forget about
I'm messing
this.
with you.
I ain't forget about this, and I gotta do this. I'm gonna add two of them into it.
Don't forget the Georgia Center.
Oh, hold on, real quick. David Boston does hold the school receiving record for receiving yards and receiving touchdowns. That's career.
Nah, hell no.
I'm
You
looking
guys
at it
show me.
right here.
Give me this. I
Okay,
watched him
so
post all the records
because
for him.
David Boston had like that 98 year, he had like 1,500 yards.
Yeah, yeah. David Boston holds the school record for receiving yards and receiving touchdowns career. According to what I just Googled Ohio State wide receiver all time records.
Okay,
That's what came up.
right before I forget.
Go ahead.
All right, I seen what you said, Mr. Bryce Underwood. I seen what you said, Mr. Will Johnson, during the draft, the little draft combine. Will Johnson talk about the Ohio State Natty was watered down. Bro, stop it, bro. Like for one,
I don't think that's
bro,
Yeah,
right.
I think you're wrong.
like we won a Natty. Y'all
I think
mad about it. We
yeah,
won ours fair and square
correct.
compared to
See,
y'all winning that
I'll
little
correct
wee
both of us.
Natty
I was wrong
where it
too.
was tainted. Michigan got a tainted natty compared to us having a fair and square natty,
they
which we
do.
went on one of the best playoff runs in playoff history. That probably no team is probably gonna go on a crazy run where we blowing out teams, putting belt to ass throughout a whole playoff run. No team in the playoffs
That's
probably
they
gonna
do.
never do that.
Right,
But
right. No, I don't
Yeah.
disagree.
and it carries into Bryce Underwood talk about it's over for Ohio State. Talking about you talking to LeBron, talking about it's over for Ohio State.
Man, you better
Bro, you ain't
beat
even
out
got
that
on the
Fresno State
field yet.
quarterback first.
Yo,
And
Bryce
the
Underwood
same
is
shit is
nice. I
on the
hate
way.
Michigan,
We don't even know if
but
you're
he's
gonna be
nice.
there all 3-4 years.
Hey, you
Yo,
know I hate being wrong. Let me correct myself real quick. First off,
uh,
add one more hater to that position because for sure that I think his name's Tate Rutledge, whatever. He is the center for the Georgia Bulldogs. He called himself a Buckeye hater, so that's how you made my list. But Ty, we were both right. He is the leading in career in receptions and yards, but he is not the leading career in touchdowns. But it wasn't David Boston; it's Chris Olave.
Mm, okay,
Chris
my bad.
Olave's got. I
Okay.
got it right here. Click on it; it brings it up. Chris Olave with 32 or 35, and David Boston with 32.
Oh wow. So it's
No,
not too far behind.
yeah, absolutely.
All right, one quick one
Still a
before we
first
end
round
the
pick.
show. Um, another
I got
segment
something
that
before we
kind
end
of something
anything.
that we've been kind of doing top fives of all times for us, certain Buckeye positions and everything. This week, top five
This is the
edge
easiest one we've
rushers
done.
of all time from Ohio State, man. Top
Right.
five edge rushers of all
Yeah.
time from Ohio State,
I knew
man.
this at work
So
when I had nothing
who you
else to do.
got?
Oh, listen, this is the easiest one to do.
It really
I mean,
is.
no, like, let's keep it a buck. First off, let's state this. Ain't nobody in this area racist, so fuck them dudes for being racist. But if you're making me make a list of the best edge rushers to ever play at The Ohio State University, if your list is
It's
not
them.
some makeup of
It's them.
these four at the very least, Chase Young has to be number one in my opinion because he had the best season. He was a Heisman runner-up. I don't think there's a lot of competition with that season. To me, he's number one. My number two was Joey Bosa. My number three was Mike Vrabel. Now I'm gonna say this straightforward. I don't like Nick Bosa. And I'll say it like this. I don't get in politics, but I am actually a Republican for sure. That's a straight answer. But I would never be disrespectful or do no propaganda that absolutely puts racism forward. That's a
Right,
straightforward answer. If you want to say it or not, you can
Hmm.
represent what you represent and not represent that.
right.
I'll leave it at that. So
That's
I probably
true.
would have put Nick Bosa third, but because of my hate, I put him fourth and put Mike Vrabel third because he had probably the second best season in Buckeye history, but we're talking careers.
Right.
So
Yeah.
um, I
Yeah.
put my fifth. I kind of tried to put my last two, like kind of add people's names. But my five is like close to my heart, and I got to witness the moment live, first in hand. Like it was cool. Jack Sawyer is my fifth best defensive end, and I put I put a side note like it was 100% for that Texas moment, like
I
totally
had a question
cope
for you on that one.
pulling it in like that. I appreciated it. Did he have the top five career? No, but I think his top five moment allowed me to put him in there. But I did put Vernon Golston in parentheses next to it because that's probably the answer.
I got a question for you. Do you all right? So looking at the stats, like JTT and Jack Sawyer, like JTT got 23 and a half sacks, and Jack Sawyer got 23. Let The question is, who had the better career between them two?
They both
JT and Jack Sawyer.
Who had the better career between JTT and Jack Sawyer?
Jack Sawyer because of this year, but
Jack Sawyer.
Jade. So to me, this is me being honest. They both have two really
That's a good ass
extremely
question.
huge moments in their careers. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like JTT had that Penn State game where he had like three interceptions and like four sacks and a touchdown and a forced fumble. And I thought he was going to be the greatest defensive end to ever play for our team. And then he never, ever, 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 even on this playoff run, did some shit like that ever again in his life. And that,
You
like, for
bugging
me,
out.
put me down on, bro. Like, that's an honest statement. Like, that specific reasoning. I love JTT.
You
Cool.
expect him to have 3 INTs in one game after
What?
that as a defensive
Bro,
end?
he had like the craziest game ever.
Yeah,
I'm just
I didn't expect to
saying,
have no
as a
game
defensive
like
end,
that,
you
but
expect him to
I'm
have another
expecting him to
No,
play
no, 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 no.
at
He's
a
never
high
even.
clip
I bet he hasn't even had a season
consistently.
with that much stats since then, bro. I'm not being a hater. That was like the greatest moment of his career. I thought that from that moment he was gonna go on like a Chase Young type of run and just fucking kill people,
Right.
and it didn't happen.
Yeah.
You know what
It
I'm
was
saying?
about
It
the
just
consistency,
never.
man.
Neither
Cause
of them really panned out until this year. To be honest, I'm keeping it a
yeah.
buck. I put Vernon Golston in parentheses. I put Jack Sawyer there probably based on like my love for what we just got to go through. And that moment
You know,
being like a key.
did you give an honorable mention to Cam Hayward?
Well, I feel like Cam Hayward plays DT.
who your top five,
I mean,
TB?
as far as pass rushing,
Who your top
huh?
five?
honestly, I can't really go against really T Mac's top five. Like when I looked at his list on the chat, I really couldn't find anybody that I would replace. To be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? I would.
You're all right, buddy. Go ahead.
I did have the both Bosa's above Chase, in my personal opinion. Because I don't seen so many games where like Chase had zero tackles, zero sacks. You know what I'm saying? I know he was double. You know what I'm saying? I know. Hell, I was seeing Chase some triple covered,
Hey,
and that and
fact.
that and
Looking
that
like
that
Jeremiah
does
Smith on the
play.
truth.
Yeah, that does play a role, but I don't. I do remember a couple games where Chase was shut down. So I don't remember too many games where any of the Bosses was shut down,
Except for
even when it
I
Nick
was
for a
mean,
whole
covered. So
season.
I
I
just
don't
felt
know. I mean, my thing with Chase Young on the list, like, because like career wise, he's number two in all time sacks at Ohio State with 30 and a half. And then, of course, like T Mac said, he had the most sacks in a single season was 16 and a half in 2019. But
And
that
was a Heisman runner
2018
up.
year, he had 10 and a half in 2018. You know what I'm saying? Where like he's number two on that all time list. And he's ahead of both Bosa brothers
Man, if
in
Nick
that two
Bosa
on
would
one
have played
list.
his last year, he'd have more sacks, and that's an honest answer. He's not far on the list,
Oh,
and only played.
Joy. I'm gonna say Joy because Joy's at 26. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like Chase Young. I thought he was dominant in college. That's what got him that number one spot. You know what I'm saying? As far as in the draft.
mhm. Yeah. I mean, he was dominant, but I would go like and I looked up Mike Vrabel highlights, and I just forgot how dominant he was,
I
man.
Yeah,
didn't
he's
even
Like
know. That's
he
an
the
honest
all time. He's
answer.
still an all time leader in sacks. Like so,
So for me, like
yeah.
this is me. Like I apologize to you, Mr. Vrabel. When I think of '95, I think of Eddie George because that's like I barely really know much about football, but Eddie George, and that's like really that's honest. So I had no clue you were as good as you are. You are great, actually.
Yeah. I mean, he rivals Chris Spielman as far as like
like that era.
on the all time great list. And I have high praise for Chris Spielman. You know what I mean? I really do.
Yeah. So
But Vrabel was a
my
beast.
top five, I would go with, of course, Mike Vrabel, Chase Young, Joey Bosa, um,
This is
like
in
that,
order.
like that. Not in no order. I'm gonna say no order right there. Uh, bro, one year Vernon Golston, man, in '07 had 14 sacks that was one single year, man. But of course, like in the NFL, like he got a lot of money went that year when he went to the draft, and it didn't pan out all the way in the NFL though, man. Like
Didn't he win
Yeah.
Super Bowls?
I don't remember.
I thought
I don't
he was on
remember.
the
Yo,
Patriots winning Super Bowls.
I got another honorable mention too. I want to hear y'all opinion after Cam's
Go
done.
ahead.
Um,
Oh, when Cam's done.
I want to add. So I said. So I said Mike Vrabel, Chase Young, Joey Bosa. Um, I would say you want to add the other Bosa in there. Yes, Nick Bosa. And then that fifth spot is kind of just up in the air for me. Like I'm in between JTT and Jack Sawyer for that fifth spot. If I were going to pick,
The
it's going to be
Clemson
Jack because of.
the
But
Texas moment.
yeah, the
It's on there. It's
Texas
written.
moment. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a legend for that Texas moment.
Texas
I'm sorry. Like
moment
you know what I'm saying? Like
says it.
they got the same. They what he got? JTT got 23 and a half sacks. Jack Sawyer had 23, so they only a half sack off. I got Jack.
Man,
So
that sack fumble return to send us to the Natty and clinch it. That was at least 3 sacks. Fuck it if they don't want to write it down. That was worth at least 3.
facts, facts, man. So
Yo,
that's
so
my
let me
top
ask y'all a
five.
question real quick. Out of these three defensive ends I'm about to name, who was better? JTT, Jack Sawyer, or Will Smith?
R.I.P. the guy, but I'm gonna have to say that I think that JTT and Jack Sawyer are both better.
than Will Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Because
Will
Will
Smith.
Smith, he's the Big Ten Defensive Lineman of the Year, Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year, first team All
I mean, you
American,
can't hate that.
and he's a
Oh
national
three.
champion.
So are
Yeah,
they. I
oh
mean, you
three
can't
had
really add
7
that to the
that year
argument.
in 03
I
he
know.
had
I'm
No,
just
I
37
saying,
dig.
sacks
as
that
far as
year.
just because, if he wasn't national champion, I wouldn't present him.
No,
I'd
no,
be
no. I
saying,
don't
oh man, I'm
disagree. So,
comparing.
like, I would say, like, when Will Smith won Defensive Line Player of the Year, like, he's not going against with like Mason Graham's and Kenneth Grant's and old boy from fucking Nebraska. You know what I'm saying? With other elite, he didn't have another JTT on the other side. He was just Jack Sawyer. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Big Ten isn't what it is right this second, is what I would say to that. I'm not disrespecting him. Again, RIP the guy. Will Smith is a GOAT. You definitely helped us win a natty. Um, I just don't. Myself, I don't. I would still pick Jack Sawyer over both of them myself.
I got to look up who we played in 2002 for the Natty. That was still when we had the BCS
Who we played for the natty? We played Miami.
in
Yeah.
2002. Oh, so I was trying to see because I was trying to look up who he went up against as far as offensive lineman Hall of Famers from back then.
No,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
we should.
saying?
Hey,
That's why I was
we
looking
don't have
at.
time to Google that right now, but we should talk about that later. That's actually a good conversation. I like that. We can figure that out. See who played, like, because we can't really see who Jack Sawyer or JTT played, like, as far as Hall of Famers. But
You're right.
I like the conversation.
Hold on.
But are we on closing
Yeah.
statements? Because I'm gonna take mine
Closing
first.
statements, man. Closing
Yeah.
statements.
So we are Buckeye Steppas. We're not just Buckeye football representatives. We represent all Buckeyes. Uh, all 10 Buckeyes qualified for nationals for wrestling. I got most of their names written down, but we probably only got like 3 that'll probably place, if we're being honest, unless they wrestle well, which we hope they do. But Jesse Mendez is returning national champion at 141. He actually is the 3rd seed after being the returning champion. He lost to the dude that he beat last year, Hardy from Nebraska. Uh, that was all over, like, he put him in a spladle. It was all over fucking TikTok and all
Yeah.
that good jazz. Uh,
Yeah.
Nick Busakis should place. He was ranked 7th at 133. Dylan DeMio, he's actually doing his 5th appearance, but he's only placed once 3 years ago. He placed in 2022 and hasn't placed since.
Okay.
Brandon Cannon, he's making his first appearance, but he's a 3 seed at 157. Dude actually could win, if I'm being honest. He lost a close match to a teamer from Iowa, which was, he could definitely pull it off. And then
What was the score on that one? Do you know the score on that one?
I think he lost like 4-3, and teamer got a takedown at the end. He was up like 3-1, and then got taken down at like the last second. And then Nick Feldman placed 5th last year at he's our heavyweight. He actually hasn't done that great this year. He's like the 9 seed, but he could turn up at the tournament. You know what I'm
What's
saying? But ain't nobody beat.
what's the team
Uh,
record though? Do you know?
we finished the season ranked 5th and got like 4th at the Big Ten. But if you know much about college wrestling, the Big Ten could literally just be the national championship if you just put Oklahoma State and Iowa State in there. Nobody else is good.
For sure.
I mean, no, I mean
For sure.
Cornell,
It's
and I mean I say that to say only 5 teams qualified 10 wrestlers, and that's Penn State, Ohio State. The other 2 are not Big Ten, Cornell and Columbia, but that's because Ivy League gets a guaranteed bids, and those 2 teams won like all the bids because nobody else is good in those leagues.
Right. And shout
gotcha.
But
out to
All right.
the lady Buckeyes, man, in the March Madness tournament, man. They got the 4th seed and they're playing Montana State. I believe they're
Yeah.
playing them Friday at 5:30. So shout out to
We're
the
not even gonna
ladies,
mention
man,
the
on the
men's
tournament.
team. We're not even gonna mention the
The
men's
men's
did
team.
they get in
team,
the?
bro, is
Are they
bad,
not in the
bro.
tournament? Are they in the NIT?
They didn't even
No,
No, they
they
refused the
didn't even set
NIT.
the NIT tournament, bro.
so they're
No,
just
they
done.
turned it down.
They're just done.
Yeah.
Just turned it down, and they already got a couple kids
They
hitting the portal and stuff. So they said that it's going to be a big roster makeover on the basketball team, dog.
Are they gonna let Diebler stay another year, or is he out?
I'm hearing they're going to let
need
them
to fire
figure it out
everybody.
another year. That's what Ross Borgic said.
I'm not. Hey,
I don't know,
listen.
man.
He made the right decision with Day, but when he said that about Day, I was disappointed. Good choice. Let's hope you made the same right choice with D-Boy.
I mean, I
I'm
feel
out.
like
Shout
they
out to
feel
Buckeyes.
obligated to make him have another, another year, but it might be done after. If he don't get it together this next year, it might be over, bro. They got to revamp that basketball program, bro, for
The
sure.
Buckeye basketball team currently the only team not worth watching. We need to go
Nasty
back to them
work,
Greg Oden, Jamar Butler days. You know what I'm saying?
for
We
real.
need
Mike Conley
we
days.
need
We
them
need them
days
days
D
back,
Black.
back
man.
badly.
Yeah.
But you already know
Yeah.
people's,
Uh,
man.
Big OH, you know what it is.
Big
yo.
OHIO, man. You already know the vibes, man. Yeah. So you already know Buckeye Steppers podcast every Wednesday, man. You already know this was a great show tonight. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and Facebook. We uploading content, man. This episode is about to be uploaded on YouTube on CamJNetwork. So make sure you subscribe to CamJNetwork for all of the Buckeye Steppers episodes, man. It's lit. The spring ball is here. We excited. And make sure you follow Buckeye Steppers, like I said before, on IG and Facebook. And we out of here, man. We be back next Wednesday for sure with more content. But follow us because we got content coming throughout the week and stuff and everything. And we out of here.